Jay, your icon is lovely.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out, I adore your icon too because it is also one that Civ has had in the past, and it's like I love that salary man.
Salary Man is really good.
He's so good.
Man,
Probably my fucking favorite. And
salary can.
We also
What
should
did
be
you
live
buy?
now.
Not important. Salary man.
Salary man. Is he paid well?
Eh,
No.
no.
Paid
hourly.
His wage is equal to the amount of his wage is
Steps?
equal to the amount of sympathy he gets. None. Minimum.
Hey, stream, how's it going? I'll add everybody in announcements.
Great.
Let me just move that.
Please also let me know if we have audio issues for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, I was really excited. I thought I had a brain blast. I was like, Niles and Elise have the same letters just mixed up. And then I realized they don't.
Spin
Sorry.
doctor, Niles to Elise.
My brain is in a like look for the oh boy, bear with me. I feel like a fucking conspiracy theorist in the first minute. My brain is in the look for the truth mode because I've been watching Dark like non-stop and it's like everything is important. So I'm like, big brain activate. Trying to connect all the pieces, and then Indigo last night was very much the same way of like everything's connected. What's the
When you guys started doing that bit at the beginning, I was like, wait a minute. Is Will the next player?
Yeah, that was the goal.
surprising.
The goal was to bamboozle.
Yeah, it was a good bamboozle.
Yeah, I was playing Badger and
The Bad Badger.
Come in for one scene as the stupidest voice I can imagine.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to looking into that character. There's a lot of depth that's
yeah.
not there at all.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bad Badger. Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, also known as Justin Lance.
I
He's
think
very.
the Bad Badger is a character from Ace Attorney Investigations.
You're right. It is.
Oh.
I mean, I say
Boy.
character. Like,
It's generous.
yeah.
That cross up between Ace Attorney Investigations, Carbon Interface, and the Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC because we're dumbasses.
I was really hoping he would
Gosh,
show up in DCC Part
I got
2.
my horse stuck between a fence and a tree and then died.
A dignified end, to be sure.
How did you get your?
Holy
horse stuck
shit,
like
we have
that?
60 beans!
We have 60
Oh my
beans.
god.
We're
Bet all
also-
them.
There's 9 more!
We're gonna initiate Saizo in the Bean Arena
Oh,
against
beautiful.
another hero.
Ah.
Oh
Time
god,
to
he
fight
looks
for the
so
beans.
cool.
Okay, good start.
Oh!
Oh, these moves.
Does he have a bad eye? It looked like
Yeah,
one
he
of his
does.
eyes.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't actually realize that.
See, the reason it's a crit is because he opened both eyes, but that didn't help because it's blind.
Yeah.
I like the hero animations.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Good job, Saizo.
Although like as sword classes go, hero is one of the better ones because of soul and axe breaker as abilities, but I really was missing out on. Well, I don't remember whether it was blacksmith or great master, but whichever one gave at least the power of
It's
a helicopter.
Blacksmith, it's so good.
Yeah,
Also, yeah, happy Easter to everybody who celebrates, and
yes.
uh,
Happy
Easter.
Egg Day.
Happy
if you're
egg.
happy egg, if you're sub to the channel, I'm gonna need some more blue cats in chat with like in baskets, ideally.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Was-
that what that is? I saw
Yeah.
that new variant of Arch emote
Yeah.
last night, and I could not tell what the yellow part was.
Oh, I
It was like a
accidentally just-
weird face mask.
I was like, did
Yeah.
you link your own channel in chat?
Yeah, I was supposed to post the Easter basket emote, but that's fine.
I
Alright,
would.
guys,
I would.
Are we ready for chapter
I'm ready.
23?
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah, let's
ask.
do
What's
it.
the reason I
I'm
am?
glad that the last battle was completely meaningless because this battle is the exact same battle
Yes.
in somewhere else.
Arche undone.
Oh yeah, she's got like yeah, I remember.
Mm.
Big brother. Leo, is something the matter? You look lost in thought.
Oh, come on.
All alone? Oh my god.
No, I'm here.
Okay. I was just thinking about Robin. If she were still alive and with us, I'm sure she'd do something to dispel this mood.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I missed a what did you just call me? Because Leo is actually Ryoma.
Damn.
You get one. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, there's something bothering me about Robin's death, Humpheads. I've been trying to find the right time to bring it up.
What is it?
Mercy?
I need to know who killed her.
Tickles, you know.
James!
Ah, so you're curious about that as well, Prince Leo.
Sister.
Indeed.
What do you mean? Wasn't it a random Valite soldier that killed her?
Really
As a-
some
Canadian soldier.
As a spooky purple cloud man?
Not a random soldier, Humpez, a spy. Robin's killer is most likely one of us.
What?
One of us.
That can't be. I trust everyone here at least as much as I trust Anthony.
Think about it. We're the only ones who jumped off that bridge.
Yes.
No, sorry, I just... So everyone jumped off the bridge, right? And Leo's train of thought here is that there was a second jumper who skydived next to you to swoop in and murder Scarlet like Knuckles the Echidna.
Yeah,
That's
just
what's
like
going on
that.
right now?
That is,
Just
I
like
mean,
there's a second
it
jumper.
sounds stupid when you say it that way, but you can't really put that on Leo because that is in fact what happened. If you're gonna put it on anyone, you gotta put it on the game's writers. or
Yeah,
costume
okay.
designers.
I'll be over here. I think this is a me get mad session.
Please get mad.
Ah, and you, Sumima, said yourself that you and Robin were attacked as you were falling, Lord.
Oh.
Ah, I see now what you mean. That is a very dumb scenario.
Oh, yes,
For you to be ambushed as you fell, the killer must have jumped with our group.
That is what would happen.
You wanted us to trust each other, so I didn't want to say anything. At least, not until I was certain.
You have no evidence.
I mean, yeah, you're no more certain now than you were 5 maps ago, but I appreciate that, Leo.
What the? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna. I don't got lines in the scene. I'm gonna be over here.
I'm just envisioning Kaz in the background.
Oh,
throwing
God,
his hands in the
fucking frothing in the mouth.
Foaming, yeah.
Someone's like trying to get the script away from him. Like, no, bad dog, give it. No, I need to read it. Come on.
However, it's possible that we'll encounter even stronger resistance from here on in.
I hunger for bone!
And we may even reach an Echo soon.
What's the matter?
It would be tragic if Sumima someone were able to betray us during our mission.
No.
But we have no idea who the traitor could be. What can we do? Kill Anthony a second time?
I'm
That'll
sorry,
teach you.
Alpez. I don't have an answer right now. Don't lose faith in those who have pledged to follow you. Like Anthony. Just keep this conversation in mind.
All right. Thank you for bringing this to me, Leo. It's a bone. It's Cadence.
Leave.
Go get the bone!
Now.
Go get it! Go fetch!
Well, you're up.
Oh, that's right. We're doing Minnesotan for her.
Yeah.
You must leave this place at once. I will not allow you to approach the castle. Leave, or I will destroy you.
Arite?
Arita Derchi,
Ar-
bitch.
Well,
Yamete.
I always read it like arrête, which is just French for stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is-
that's-
That
That's
matches
what I want
with
this
what I
game
want
to
the
do.
plot to do, yeah.
Baby girl, what would you like to name her? Stop, take her away. Just get her out of here.
We won't leave. You must let us pass.
Another fight? Fuck, I'm sorry.
Listen to me.
I knew you wouldn't listen to reason. That's why I brought a friend of yours.
What are you
I don't
talking
have any friends.
Don't worry.
Not to worry, if you live long enough, you'll understand. Hee-hoo, peanut.
Here we go again, everyone. It's the same fucking map as last time.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's floating islands. It's
No,
the
sorry, I don't mean
no,
it's
it's this
literally
one.
the same map. I mean, the story has not advanced at all.
Yes.
We are fighting the same person for the same reason, and just after we beat her
So we
last
might
time,
as-
she was like, "That didn't
Yeah.
count. See you next map."
Uh-oh!
Wait, what the
that?
fuck is that shit?
It's a twist.
When you
What's
die,
a
your
twist?
soul goes to Canada, and you become one.
You become a
with
dragon.
Jordans.
Yeah. So
Don't make
you know what?
Dylan.
it's
Yeah, what's
fine.
up?
Is it fine?
So some people in chat were pointing out that there's all this talk about how there has to be a traitor who's blended in with our number and like all this traitor shit. When the single primary attribute of our enemy is that they can be completely invisible. And you know what? That's a fucking great point.
I guess, although I thought this is the route where we can see them, right? Like, we were able to see them at the Xander versus Ryoma map.
They keep calling them invisible, and Xander and Ryoma couldn't see them conveniently. It's like you can see them just
yeah, it's kind of-
arbitrarily. Yeah.
The enemy's invincible.
So-
Can't you see?
Yeah.
So did Scarlet die in this route too, or what the fuck?
Yeah, Robin's
This
dead.
is the only
Robin's
route where
Scarlet's
Scarlet
dead.
died. Well, okay. In Birthright, you can recruit her and have her for the game. In Conquest, you fight her and kill her. This is the
Okay.
only route where she, like, joins you and then dies. And she's also, like, the only character other than Izana who you don't actually get in this route.
Nah, okay.
He was too busy dying off screen. But it was only off screen because that was when the stream exploded.
Oh my god.
God. At some point in all this, I'm gonna have to make myself a snack. I don't know what.
Shit.
I got options.
Yeah.
I got mozzarella sticks or French fries.
Mozzarella
Bad
sticks.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
D-
Why
Does
do
it-
French fries sound like really fucking good right
Because
about
they're French fries.
They're really
Yeah.
fucking good.
Rest my case.
Dizzy Mouse says they're invisible in the same way that glass is. Like, I can kind of get that, but like there was that fight where Ryoma and
Yeah,
Xander
Ryoma and
just
Xander definitely
couldn't
just
see
straight up
them.
couldn't see them on
Sounds
that
too
map.
cool for this game.
This is really clear glass.
Like, yeah, it's angry glass, and if you're like if you're little angry, you can't see it. That's
Angry Glass is when she calls you a bitch.
Angry glass is what happens when Will says "cool lie."
It's like angry glass in this. It's like angry glass in the sense that I'm angry and I really want to eat glass right now.
Why would you eat her?
No, not that glass.
I'm like,
Real
Yeah,
glass.
Self.
so for context, the story is we were doing like I don't know
Oh, you
Uh,
no magic.
one of the Omega raids, and we're talking about our damage, etc. And I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah. If I do this and then that, and then Glass hopped into the call with no context, and like Will and I were going back and forth, and Glass is like, well, if I did this, then blah blah blah, and Will goes, ha, cool lie, and Glass goes, oh, bitch.
Glass is so fun to back
It
and
was
forth
So
with.
fucking
There
funny.
was so much emotion in that. Bitch.
Bitch.
Like, getting in an argument with Glass makes me feel like I've started a fight with a pixie. And it's
Well, it's
And
it
that
is
pixie is ready to square up and go.
oh yeah, it's the
no,
best.
it is exactly the same vibe as picking a fight with like a Fey Lord, because it's like at first you're like, oh yeah, this ain't too bad, but then you remember that they control powers that you cannot imagine.
Hey, I
like,
can
they'll-
fucking take it. The pixie ballista bombs you into the air. Like,
But the best
oh,
part
shit.
is that this powerful Fey creature will never pull the trigger because it's
No.
too much fun.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Stephen Wadsworth, thank you so much for the sub, and Zathamir, thank you so much for the bits. I remember I can keep track of that today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yay.
my knee.
Oh.
You just want attention.
No! Bitch. Bitch.
That comes from the you just want attention comes from back in the day of playing Phantasy Star Universe. Not online.
Oh.
This is the anime bad one.
I haven't heard about this. Okay,
Will,
I haven't heard about
Will,
this one.
please.
You've told me a lot about Phantasy Star 2, and you've gushed about the original Phantasy Star, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think you've mentioned this one.
You
Yeah.
guys, someday we gotta stream. Will and I, we gotta.
Yeah, I would. So the best part about that is I almost basically exclusively played the online multiplayer because the multiplayer was pretty fun. Not amazing, but it was a good turn your brain off and let's have an adventure game. There is a story mode, and for whatever fucking reason, these dipshits were like, "I got an idea. None of us know how to write. We've literally proven that with every Phantasy Star beforehand. Wasn't there just like the one? Basically, but that was enough to prove we don't know how to write. So, I'm thinking we scrap local multiplayer, make it single player only with zero customization for your character as you follow the most anime cliche guy named Ethan Weber.
I think it's Weber, but that's
Weber.
close.
It's Ethan-
It's Ethan Weber.
Yeah,
Hold
Ethan
on.
Weber. You're right, Ethan Weber. And it sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks so
The
bad.
cutscenes are so bad. Like, don't. Nobody in chat look them up because I want to stream this someday. We are going to rip this to shreds.
And like I got not very far in the story mode because I was like, I have the multiplayer. Why would I not just do
Yeah.
that? So the best part is like I have a couple of glimpses of like in my brain of like, yes, I remember that because it was too stupid to forget.
Hi, Robin.
But a vast, yeah,
Hi,
shit.
Robin.
There was a puppet master with Robin, and Robin's the puppet.
Hey.
Of course.
Arigato.
It's kind of interesting.
Mama.
Yeah.
Ethan Weber.
I
They
didn't,
had the ball.
I didn't really want to interrupt the conversation to read those
Yeah.
lines, but I also didn't think that they talked for that long.
It
Yeah.
was more of a one-sided conversation from the looks of it.
I hated these guys.
Alright, so how did the gameplay work, Will?
Oh, gameplay was good.
Yeah, like the feel of PSU was like a little faster than PSO. Not PSO2. PSO2 is on crack. Like, that game is
Yeah.
fucking fast.
That
Oh,
game
I'm so
looks
excited.
like fucking ridiculous.
Dude, it comes out on America's birthday. What
Yeah.
better way to celebrate America's birthday
Wait,
of July 4th
whoa.
than going to space, Japan?
They finally have an actual
This
release
year.
date?
They do,
Apparently.
yeah. July 4th.
Oh,
This
yeah.
year.
This year.
Yeah, it was always going to come
Holy
out this year.
shit, are you kidding me?
Yep. No, like to my understanding, don't quote me on that, but I've heard it from a few different folks saying, yeah, July 4th. I'm like, all right, I'll.
Is it just PS4 release, or is
No,
it
it's 360 and PC.
all console?
No.
Okay, but I didn't know
Not
those things
360,
were like...
Xbox One.
Or Xbox One,
Oh, yeah, no. I didn't know
Xbox
it was going to be one of those things where they release it on one console first, and then like a few months later they release
it's
it on
already
another.
out on Xbox, I believe.
Yeah.
The beta
It's the
is...
It's in beta.
They're doing a beta,
Yeah.
like testing the servers and whatnot. To my understanding, it is not coming to PS4, which
Yeah.
is a big downer. But like, if that's the monkey paw trade I need
Yeah.
to make, where it's like I can even play this fucking thing, fine, I'll get it on PC. It won't look amazing,
On
but
one,
like
two.
at least I can.
Nope.
You can play it.
Platforms are shown as PS4,
Oh!
One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation Vita.
So here's
Oh.
the thing: is that the Japanese
Microsoft
version or the American version? Because the Japanese version is on PS4.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Microsoft Windows.
So far, it's only announced for the Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, no, I'm looking
Yep.
at it now.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'm getting the feeling that Microsoft like foot the bill to get
Yeah.
this thing to America. So, like I said, if that's the price I gotta pay,
Yeah,
so be it. It's
fair
not
trade.
in the world because I can still play it on controller. I just need to
It's
get
a weird thing for them, of all people, to fund.
It is.
I imagine Sony would fund it more before they would.
So here's the thing. I think the only reason why they're doing it is they're like, man, how do we get some brownie points with the public? This is an easy way to do it. Not to mention, Phantasy Star Online, the original, episode 1 and 2, started on GameCube and then later came to the Xbox original. So but it never came to PS2 to my understanding. So there's always been this weird, like, I guess this is an Xbox game, sort of?
Well, I remember it being on the Vita. Not the Vita, the PSP.
Well, that was a different Phantasy Star game. That was Phantasy Star Galaxy or some shit? Hold on.
Yeah.
Fantasy Star.
I remember
There are
playing
way
the
more Fantasy Stars than I realized.
Yeah, because they keep on putting them. Oh, yeah, this is Phantasy Star Portable.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And that was the one where they're like, what if you had cowboys? And I was like, sure, why not?
No, why not? Fuck me up.
I remember playing the shit out of that demo.
Yeah.
What if we was Wild Arms? Now that's a series. I have seen exactly one game from that series, but I know there are like 6.
Yep.
Other than the one time I watched someone playing, I want to say 2 or 3, I have never in my life heard anyone mention that series. I mean, I know you've played it, Jay. You've played everything.
I'm lucky. I've only, like, okay, I've said this a bajillion times, but I've only played shit that's like, oh yeah, this looks interesting and kind of niche. If you ask, like, hey Jay, have you played actual big release? My answer's always no.
Yeah, yeah. But it's exactly the kind of game that I just assume by default that you have played.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Wild Arms 3.
I think I have 3 as well. I haven't played it, but I've always kind of wanted to.
Yeah. I think that could be an amazing stream.
I've actually never looked at this stage. I've never seen this stage before. The elevator platforms are really fucking amusing.
So this is the stage that I quit the game on.
I can understand that. This
Because-
looks like a pain in the ass.
It's just really big, and there are legendary weapons hidden in the corners. So it's just like a waste of your time, and I just got tired, man. Like I just wanted to stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, from this stage onwards, Revelation is brand new to me.
Wait, but does that mean you never actually got to the Metal Gear Solid stage?
Wait, hold on. No,
We haven't
maybe
seen
I.
the Metal Gear Solid stage yet.
Maybe you didn't think you didn't do this one because it's the same as the last map, so it just kind of got blurred.
No, maybe I did finish it. I don't know. This is where I quit on my first run, at least. I might have gone back like a year later and finished it when I did like the harder version of Conquest. I don't remember. Okay, I have a firm memory of quitting on this map. Is all I've got.
This is an example of your mind protecting you from information.
Well, here's the thing. I might have watched a playthrough because I remember what the final boss is very clearly, and it's stupid.
It's boring and
Yeah.
and, like really simple.
Hate the final boss.
Yeah, it's
The
bad.
final boss map of the
No.
game. Not because there's anything really wrong with it. It's just like
I hate it.
big square
I hate it.
featureless arena
Hate it.
fight.
So I did play through to the end. I played it when the Shattered Fates or whatever the fuck DLC came out that explains why Inigo, Odin, and Severa are here.
Yeah.
And I played that after finishing Revelation, and I was so mad at that. That encompasses 100% of my intention. That is the single worst DLC purchase of my entire
Jay,
life. Yep.
So Jay, I bought that DLC, but I got
Yeah.
mad at this game, so I never played it. Why are they fucking here?
Okay.
It doesn't.
No, listen. Okay, so you know
not
how
comfy.
in a lot of these Bond cutscenes, there are actually some really deep, like, genuine moments, say between Severa and like Inigo and Odin has one of my like most pained, like, ow, this is great bond up, because it's like, even though we're in a different world now, we're still friends, and like we've really grown since we talked last, because like Odin was making a Fire Emblem TTRPG in Awakening, and And Inigo made fun of him like crazy for that shit. And like they've just grown a lot as people. And like, say you marry Inigo in this game, he has this like really heartfelt thing of like, I'm really sorry, I'm on this mission, I have to help here. But like I can't tell you why, and I'm really deeply sorry about this. The reason why is because in Awakening, Inigo, Severa, and Odin are chilling out near in a fucking near Tiki's tree, more or less, that country.
Yeah, I was worried that Niles wouldn't hit.
And they're just hanging out, and they're like, "Oh man, this is wacky, this is great." And a dude in the hood shows up. He's like, "You
And he's
three,
always yelling!
you three," and you're like, "Is that what?" He's like, "Can you come with me?" And they're like,
Jay, you
Yeah,
need to be
sure.
yelling.
"Yes."
Why
Hey,
are you yelling at me?
what?
He's got one of those megaphones. prepped,
Yeah,
like,
no,
right near their
just
ear.
shut up. Get in the car. And you're like, what? And the three are like, okay. It's like, I have a mission for you. You have to save another dimension. And they're like, okay, this seems kind of important. Let's do it and tell none of our friends and family. And I'm like, okay, here it comes. Let's wait for the big secret for why they can't talk about the fact that they're from another world. Here it comes. Don't tell anyone. What? Yeah, I'm serious. Don't do it. I'm asking nicely.
Are they from their original timeline, or are they post?
Yeah. They're from Post Awakening.
Okay.
And
Where everything-
yeah, so the fucking reason that they can't talk about the world that they're from is because a dude who they've known for 5 minutes asked them nicely. And I'm like,
No,
okay,
no.
I'm
He
I'm
yelled
out.
at them,
Fuck-
Jay. They got
Yeah.
scared.
I'll come back and I'll yell louder, and then you go through these maps as those three, and these exact fucking maps, you go through them as those three, and you see Anakos, and still none of those three during all the whole "there's invisible soldier" shit. You should trust your brother or whatever. None of them say shit. It cracks the game's logic that was already hanging on by a thread in half. Yeah.
You're forgetting something very important.
Okay.
Lilith
Yeah.
is there.
Lilith is there, yeah, and she's mean.
Lilith
what?
is mean.
Why? How is Lilith mean? How could
She's
she ever
mean. She's
Okay,
mean
that's
now.
fucked
She
up.
has big angry eyebrows.
She literally goes
Okay.
in, she's
You're
mean, and then you win against her, she's like, I'm gonna devote my entire life to Corin. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And it's like, what is happening?
Okay, so what you're forgetting, Jay, is
Okay.
that Severa and Inigo, at least, and probably Odin as well,
Are very
have
dumb.
very nice asses. That you can't risk busting.
You're right. You know, they couldn't risk it. It's like during all those moments that Corin's like, please, you have to listen to me. There is a bigger threat here. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds kind of familiar. I really can't risk my glutes though. Maybe next time. I'm just like,
So, like, do they get sent back, or do they just
You don't
live
know.
out the rest of their lives here?
uh,
Should we
I-
care?
I think a lot of
Probably
their
not.
epilogues have them fucking off, and a lot of them have them staying. So like it depends. But like, yeah, you shouldn't care because the game doesn't care. So you know,
Yeah.
How
no.
come
Don't.
Lilith doesn't tell you
Right.
dick about a Nankos?
right? She can too.
She
I-
just can!
She just can. And there's
So does the rule about does the rule about your butt disintegrating not apply to them because they don't come from?
like.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably they don't care. Like apparently they just had all that information, chose not to share it because. And like, even though you're now in Vala and Lilith is chilling out with you, Lilith doesn't roll up and be like, "Yo, I'm kind of Anankos' daughter."
Oh shit!
I don't even remember that.
Yep.
You
that's a
find
thing.
it out in the DLC.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
cool.
so. She's like, I'm Anankos' daughter, angry fish, and you're like, what? And then you're like, stop it, stop, you
Bad fish.
bad fish. And then she does, and she's like, I'm good now. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
You
weird.
get out a spray bottle to spray your fish in the face.
Yeah,
Get down.
If you want to get very angry, we can do that DLC. It's.
I don't think we want to extend this LP.
You know.
I'm gonna agree with that with Aaron on this one.
Maybe we'll come back
I feel
one
like
day and yell at all of the DLC.
I think we
because
got the
kid
full
DLC is
experience
bad
by you
too.
recounting it for us just now, to be honest.
Well,
Everything you just said is silly.
Jay,
and
we
infuriating.
could. Why would we do that when we can just do a Shadows of Valentia randomizer?
Oh, but
we
that.
can't. One doesn't exist.
Yeah. Also, I like that game.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how fun it would be to randomize, because it's kind of like 3 houses, and that everyone can do kind of everything.
I want to do 3 houses specifically for the model swaps. They're hysterical.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so funny.
That,
They're
that
so
one
fucking
Dimitri
funny.
palette, that one Dimitri character swap.
Oh. I just love. I saw one with the CEO of racism dancing, and I lost my fucking mind. I'm not going to clarify further than that in case people
He is Claude, the CEO of racism.
get him. Is the kid DLC even worse though?
DLC in this.
According to Rocketeer, it has negative rights.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like,
It's
Amy,
just-
did you do it?
I did. It's bad and boring, but I don't remember if it like breaks the canon the way
Yeah,
that
like the other one.
the other one does.
Yeah, fair. I can't believe they released a DLC that undid their game. Like, that's so funny to me.
Yeah, no.
Just.
Hey man, they got paid. What do they care?
Pay me.
Pray me. Pray me.
Living payment.
Living pray me.
Such payment was not mine.
You guys. For the longest time, I was like, you know what? I like Fates. This is good. This is fun. I like this game a lot. I put a lot of hours into it, and it increasingly became clear that it was the sunk cost fallacy for me, where I was like, yeah, I put a lot of time into developing my characters. I put a lot of time into like getting all the supports and stuff, and eventually that was the tipping point where I'm like, I hate this.
Okay,
Yeah, this
okay,
is
so
stupid.
the thing is, the best way to experience Fates,
Yeah.
if you want a big, meaty challenge of gameplay, play only Conquest.
Yes.
And do not follow up on any of the things that go unexplained. Just make up your own explanations and
Yeah.
call that the story.
I like
if you-
Fates
if you-
only for its gameplay.
Mm.
And if you just want a pretty bog standard Fire Emblem story with a Japanese aesthetic, play only Birthright. And
Yep.
likewise, do not look up anything else about filling
Oh.
in.
No,
Everybody
my
will-
Birthright.
You have
Everybody
to
walked
only want the Japanese aesthetic, Amy. Not
Because you should never play just you should never play Revelations, period. But like, for sure, you would never want to play just Revelations, and you might only want to play one path. And it's about whether you want the challenge of conquest or not.
Yeah.
And
These
it's perfectly
Revelations
legitimate
has
to.
some interesting maps.
Does it though?
Yeah.
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 Like 3. That's an amount.
Are you this is by contrast of saying Birthright has no interesting maps?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember the maps of Birthright.
There you
very
go.
clearly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Birthright. What?
There you go.
You don't remember the maps.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, no, you're correct. I mean, I can say this for sure. Birthright has better final 2 maps than Revelations does.
Yeah. The final 2 maps are pretty good.
That's true.
Birthright's final map actually kind of has a mechanic. It's like the only map in the game that does.
That's
Um,
true.
It's like, don't get me wrong, it's very basic, but like, I can think of a reason to play Birthright. If you want to experience Fates at all, and you don't want to play Conquest, which is fair. Like, if you're playing Conquest on anything other than, like, normal difficulty casual mode, Conquest has a lot of very frustrating parts. It's legitimately very hard. So, and it's totally okay to not be up for that and still want to experience Fates, in which case I would say Birthright is the better one to play.
No, I agree with that. You're right. Fuck, man, like, I finished Conquest, and I like Conquest's final battle a lot. I think it's pretty cool. It's very different.
Great, actually.
I like the map. I don't like anything else about it.
That's fair.
You don't like the final boss of Conquest?
I was
Were you perhaps a little peeved?
I was unbelievably livid. I think more angry than I've ever been.
What was it, 9S?
No.
I mean,
Close enough.
Yeah, kinda.
in a way, almost. Yeah.
You know what?
Oshido's
You know
number
what?
1 incel.
I'm
9 Sasuke.
Like, it's you fight. Oh boy, you fight Takumi and his best bro.
Takumi.
And his best bro, also himself.
Yes.
After jumping off
I'm
a
gonna be
bit.
honest. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, me too.
The mechanic of his weapon having him paired up with himself.
Yeah,
I said that as a joke. I didn't know.
No, yeah, no.
That's the fight.
No,
Yes,
that's the fight.
Takumi too.
He has a special like evil magic bow that its effect is wielder is paired up with a duplicate of themselves.
Which is neat. Like, that's a pretty cool mechanic.
Yeah, we can
It's
get.
neat. And then it's got like that shockwave mechanic, which was giving me like Radiant Dawn vibes.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I-
I dig
shit.
this.
I
Does
like
Does
both
it do
phases of the
splash
final battle.
damage or what?
The shockwave?
Yeah, like what is that?
I can't remember. It's like a laser that fires up the middle of the map, right? With some advanced war shit.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a
Remembering that
shockwave.
correctly?
It's a laser that fires up the map and you can take cover behind shit.
Oh,
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't remember whether it's a laser or a shockwave in appearance. Attacks like that, I always.
It's a big fart attack.
But yeah, no, it's a good. And then that's the second part of the final battle. The first part's actually pretty fun too. It's your units all get teleported into closets and have to find their way out.
Yeah.
And plus, you're fighting the Lord of Pudding.
Yeah. You fight.
Lord of pudding.
You fight a Garen that has eaten all of the streets. I have
He's
become the streets.
The Tarsar.
Is that gonna get any more lines in this game?
No.
Yes, actually.
Gary?
What?
You,
I think so.
I was prepared for him to just literally never show up again and be forgotten, but he does actually reappear for 2 seconds. You will see.
Good. Oh boy, I'm
I spent this whole part of the game, I was wondering about that. I was like, so did we just leave and Garen's just like sitting on his throne like, where did everybody go?
I miss my
kids go.
I miss my son.
I'm still the boss of this game, right? Of course you are, my lord.
Yes,
Okay.
father.
I just want to make sure.
Like, man. So Fates put me in a mindset that especially like this is not a good mindset to hold going into Three Houses, but it put me in the mindset that the further you dig into Fire Emblem lore, the more upset you'll be, which is a good mindset to be in because it sets your expectations extremely low. Where like Tellius, half the appeal is that half the lore's fucking hidden, and when you dig into it, it's juicy shit. Like, it's good.
No, but you're right. The more you dig in, the more you'll be upset.
Yeah.
That it wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
how
be
I
upset.
felt with
Well,
Three
no,
Houses.
I just mean that the writing is good, and that a lot
Yeah.
of things that you have to dig for will make you sad.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel
Oh,
like
man,
I feel like 7 and 6's universe did a pretty good job with its lore too.
They're pretty cool, where it's
Without-
like, you see some like, oh, here's some lore about the legendary heroes, like the dude who reflects your bullshit. Like, there's some good shit there. But like, yeah, so I go through Fates, and I'm left with this expectation, and I went into Echoes and also Awakening with this, which is, the more I think about this lore and the more I dig into it, the more upset I'm gonna be, so I'm just gonna not, after the Shattered Fates DLC. And then I went into Three Houses with a similar expectation, and I did only Blue Lions, and I'm like, okay. So I'm upset because presumably, if I dig into the lore after experiencing this, I'll be upset, and this game didn't give me any of the lore, like, to my face, so, like, what's left? And then I dug into the lore, and I'm like, wow, this is actually really good.
It's like, oh wait, there was actually a setting and plot here that didn't happen on the route that I picked. Oops.
Yeah, and it's all very
Then
good.
you sit down and you think about it, and you're like, oh, I'm still mad at all this.
Oh, I like Three Houses a lot now. Like, I have flipped 100% on Three Houses after putting my fucking time in.
Yeah, the more I think about that game, the more mad I get.
Oh, that's fair. Like, I think that's a fair opinion. It's just like, I had the opposite experience of like, man, I'm just gonna treat this like every other Fire Emblem game, and then I did, and I'm like, oh, this is upsetting. And then I kept going, I'm like, this is basically a visual novel, and like, I'm gonna kind of treat it that way, and I'm just gonna accept the fact that I need to sit through a lot of menuing to get to anything I want, and I did, and I'm like, it's okay. Thinking about it like a weird VN, shockingly, like, that made me enjoy it.
I don't like it.
That's fair.
Like,
God, you're playing
That's
Fire
burned
Emblem
up.
games.
It's
It's
like,
called Fire
the only-
Emblem.
the only thing left in the game is the route that wasn't fucking finished, and Silver's now.
Silver's now is pretty fucking good, though.
I'm just sick of thinking about the game, so
Fair?
yeah. I don't want to touch Three Houses with the 10-foot stick.
Hey, do you
For a
guys
long
want
time.
DLC that takes away the one good thing about Three Houses? And introduces permadeath, even though that logically shouldn't exist, considering...
Are you
it's
talking
so
shit about my
good?
sewer kids?
Oh, you know I am!
Ah, I love my kids. They're great.
Sewer kids are great.
What's your problem?
How does it feel to pay $25 for a challenge mode?
Oh, I see.
I thought it was pretty good value.
I think,
Like,
I think it's worth it. It's good.
I don't think it was worth half the price of a full game.
Yeah.
I was a little miffed that it was as short as it was
Well,
for costing what it did.
so-
but
It's
it was
short.
enjoyable.
It's short. It doesn't let you have the freedom with your units, which is Three Houses' selling point. And it doesn't.
I was happy to have the restriction.
replenish any of the
Same
units
here.
you lose.
so, but you gotta think about it this way. It's $25. It gets you an assload of costumes, which I know is probably not your thing, but there's value there. It gets you dogs and cats to pet, which might not be your thing, but there is value there. It gets you a sauna mode that gives you some wacky shit, so there's value there. It gives you 4 recruitable characters that you can bring into any game mode, so there's value there. And it gives you 7 challenge maps that disrupt the normal gameplay flow with voice acting, good writing, and it gives you an entire expansion to the monastery that
And
add
4
a
new
bunch
classes.
of and 4 new classes. $25 is a good price for that. That's fair. Like,
I think it should have cost like 15 in my opinion, but just because
a lot of the
if you
things-
don't give a shit about costumes and the ancillary stuff, the actual new playtime is not like the
Also-
main game. I have logged well over 100 hours in, and Cindered Shadows took me about 15 hours to finish.
You
And I
could
play-
also
I play
argue
slow
that
shit.
you could also argue that stuff like the hot springs and the costumes should have been part of the game itself.
I
and
don't know.
not courted behind a paywall.
I don't know, because like the game felt pretty complete to me. Like I don't like in terms of functions, not in terms of story. Like or cutscenes. Like there probably should have been a cutscene for some of the routes, but like yeah, like that
Still frame of dragon. You died.
Oh my god.
God, that's my fucking favorite. I love that I did that route first, and I was like, wow, that's what we're going with.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. No, I did warm up to Three Houses substantially. I like it. It's a good one. It's not super like the other ones though, so like I get it. But I've also sat through a lot of VNs where I'm just like, yeah, I want to see what happens on the other routes just because, so I'll go through this shit again. And like at that point I'm like, okay, yeah, I can tolerate this.
I don't even
used
mind
to
that it's
bullshit.
different from other Fire Emblems. I don't even mind that it's like a visual novel in where you need to do all the routes or whatever. It's just there's too much. There's just too much to do. It's like do you want to be a Fire Emblem or do you want to be a VN? Because you kind of have to pick one.
There is a lot of playtime among the like 100+ hours that I have that was not on a map fighting guys, and I have mixed feelings about it. I know for some people it's like instant, I can't play this game. For some people they're totally fine with it. I'm kind of in the middle. I think the game would have been okay in that regard if it had all been menus and they had used the development time they spent making an ugly 3D world to be in.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm playing. Funny you should say that. Like if they made it a whole VN, because I'm playing through P3 Portable right now.
Oh yeah, that takes the right choices. Fuck yes. Love P3 Portable.
That game is like, it's restructured around a VN, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, but it's like moving from one point of the school to the other takes like minutes, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot quicker to get around and actually get shit done in, and I'm like, I kind of would have liked it if Garrick Mach was sort of like that.
Or
I get
like,
the appeal of roaming around a big
It either
old
had to be
3D
better than
map.
it was or not exist, because it's boring and serves no purpose and doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
And you end up having to fast travel everywhere, so you might as well just be menuing.
And the
Garrick
loading times are
Mach
awful.
Monastery.
It just slows the game down and makes it clunky.
Yep.
Take it
No,
out.
like that's one thing that I've come to strongly appreciate in non-Nintendo games. Because bless you, Nintendo games universally have a problem with putting you through dialogue boxes, menus, and a lot of window dressing to put you between things you want to do. I like the new Animal Crossing a lot. It is extremely guilty of this, where it's just like, I want to do multiplayer. Okay, you need to run, you need to talk to a guy, you need to go through 5 dialogue boxes, which, while charming, it is so fucking charming, it's just like, come on, I just multiplayer with friends. Give me one button. But no, you got it. There is nothing that you can do in one dialogue box that you... There's nothing you can really do in one dialogue box.
You could fit 2 more options right underneath there. Like,
so like, and that is not unique to Animal Crossing. That's just like, I've sort of noticed that that's like a Nintendo thing from what I've played. And like, it is part of the charm to a certain degree. But at the same time, like I just got out of playing the Kiseki games where they just add a fast travel that teleports you to people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I could just not like engage with a lot of shit. Okay, nice.
Okay,
a lot of
the
this
next
is just a
turn,
menu.
I might have to restart this map because Humphead's got a bad roll. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, high pressure. Okay, this is fine.
Wow.
30. What is it? 33%?
33.
33.
33.
I want to have voice chat and Splatoon. Buy our voice app.
Wow.
To be fair, you don't need to buy the app.
So this is the end. What a bunch of bullshit.
Alright.
Suck my dick, 33% Inviso guy.
Can somebody calculate the odds of 33 twice?
It's 1/9.
1/9, yeah.
Well, this is also as Fire Emblem RNG, doesn't it? So this is like double. It's even lower than that.
No, I mean, people have said that on this stream before. That sounds like I believe that, but that also sounds like something people would like
Muse under the truck.
memorize without actually looking at the code. So
Oh, the
I'm
RNG
not
thing?
convinced.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually know how that works, but it doesn't apply to Fates. They actually changed
okay.
the RNG for Fates, so...
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
that
that was in the GBA. I wasn't sure how it was in Fates.
I believe with Fates, the RNG is handled differently with whether it's above 50 or under 50.
So it's not true hit though. It's not like you have a 33% chance.
Now, I could be wrong, but it's either that... Can you... There we go. The above 50 is not true hit, but the below 50 might be. Or it's
Chat,
like a
if
slight-
you know how this bullshit works, please chime in.
I can tell you how it works before that, though.
Ooh.
So basically, the way Fire Emblem works is that it'll roll 2 random numbers, which will be like, I think it's between 0 and 99. And if you like, the person you're hitting will roll, and then you roll the 2, and then you take the 2 and average it, and if it's above what the person you're trying to hit's roll is, then you hit, and if it's under, then you don't.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, but since it's working with averages, it means that the numbers will become more extreme the farther away you get from 50. Which is why it's not true hit.
Weird.
So in this, below 50, or 49 and below, it is true hit.
Yep.
You have that much chance. Above, it is like...
It's like
You
a
have a
nerfed
double
version
RNG,
of the
yeah.
double roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I guess it's better than XCOM rules, but still.
Yeah, no, Fire Emblem went by true hit until 5. And then
Why did they
for
move away
6
from that?
until 13, they did the double roll. And then I think 14 onwards, it's something different.
What's the
Oh my
point of the
God.
complication? Just fucking have it be the percent that it says.
Well, it's because the reason is probability often doesn't behave the way humans think it does.
Yeah.
So,
And your players are
Kind of
dumb,
the
they
nature of the
deserve
beast.
to die.
yeah, like, if you see a 90%,
Works at XCOM.
people are going to be like, that's going to hit. That should
Yeah.
hit. But then, like, the amount of
Yeah,
times it
90%
doesn't
of the
hit can
time,
frustrate
that's-
people.
Yeah.
So if you ever go back and play an old Fire Emblem game, you find out that, you know, you're getting bullshitted a lot. It's because it's true hit. And that's
It's-
just how
yeah.
probability works. Sorry.
Probability says if you've got a 90% shot, one of those, if
Yeah,
you attack
you
10
have a
times,
10%
one of
chance
them's
to
gonna
fail.
miss. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 1 in 10 is going to
That's
miss.
why I don't roll that shit. Like the absolute most I'm ever willing to roll in a game like Divine Pulse or whatever. The
Yeah.
most roll of the die I'm ever willing to take is 5%. And even that makes me unhappy because I'm like, if I do this once a map, every 20 maps, I will
Yeah.
have to start over.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't wanna fuck with that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
didn't
that's
know
you.
that's actually bullshit though, you know? Like, now that I know it's smoke and mirrors to a certain extent, I'm gonna be way more reckless.
Oh, yeah. No,
Lydian
don't be
C
too
says-
reckless. You can be the most reckless in, like, Awakening and
Yeah.
stuff. And the GBA games all go for double hit.
Yeah.
You know what? Even Tullius goes for double hit.
Fuck.
Or double
Well,
roll, rather.
Well, in Talius, if you have gamble, you always go for gamble anyway, so...
Of course. Carl, what did the person in chat say?
Lydian C says they think the intent was to make dodge tanking less good. Their dodge
Oh,
tanking
okay.
was never that. Good. Way.
Oh, I would never want to run a dodge tank in one of these games. That's just asking for having a short
Yeah, like a sword
bad
master.
luck and dying.
Sword
Oh,
masters
yeah.
are yeah. Like where a lot of their durability just comes from not getting hit.
Ooh,
Oh.
That's fair.
That's a scary kind of durability.
It
Yeah.
only really
Not
works for
really.
like.
It's pretty legit.
Like
I
I'm not-
kind
I'm
of
not
like
saying
that in
it's-
concept.
I would
Aram,
not be comfortable ever relying on that personally.
yeah, like it's less relying on it and more just like it is a form of active mitigation in terms of like you will take a significant % less damage just by having this dodge chance. But like it would not shock me, Aram, if you weren't down with the dodgier classes. Are you not?
I don't have a blanket policy against them. I just
Yeah.
almost don't factor in my avoid when I'm deciding what I can get away with a unit. I'm
That's
not
super
comfortable.
interesting.
I'm not comfortable unless a unit can get hit by absolutely everyone and still be alive.
That's
Gotcha.
interesting because I actually rely on dodge tanking a lot.
Me too, yeah.
I know my fast units are just not going to get hit, or they're not going to get hit as often, so they can
It's
sit on the front
probably
lines,
because
basically.
it's probably because so I played Awakening on normal difficulty when I played it, so it was just really easy. The Conquest was the first game that I played on hard, so it was much harder.
Oh.
And so Conquest was my formative Fire Emblem.
Oh,
And in Conquest, you can't fuck around and be like, I'll probably be fine. You gotta be like, all right, if I stand here, first of all, this ninja can hit me. And let's assume he'll only deal 3 damage, but then my defense is 4 less for the rest of this round. So then this guy can hit me, and this guy will follow up, and that'll deal 12 damage and 8 damage. Like, that's
Yeah.
how I played Conquest. I don't.
That's how you
people
have to play
get away with
Conquest.
playing it faster and looser than that, but I couldn't.
That's how you have to play. Like you don't. That's why I don't do Fire Emblem Classic anymore. I've done my time. Like it's fine.
And so because I got used to thinking that way, the best guarantee you're ever gonna get with a void percent is like, okay, so I've got like an X% chance to live. And if that's ever below about 97, I'm not willing to risk it.
That's legit. I didn't quite play that defensively, and that led to me restarting more often, probably. But yeah, no, I feel you. I like Divine Pulse a lot, though.
Divine Pulse is
Yeah, Divine Pulse is so it upsets me a little that it's controversial because it's not like you have to use it if you don't want to. But for me, I sometimes aggressively use Divine Pulse, and I'm like, here's a move I would never make if I couldn't Divine Pulse. Let me see if this works out.
Yeah.
Alright. I do that sometimes, but for me, mostly Divine Pulse is there because about once every 3 maps, generally, I will have a moment where I'm like, oh, fuck. That guy can actually move 1 square further than I thought. So actually another person can hit my guy. And that's like where 90% of your deaths come from in Conquest.
Yes.
Is just, oh my god, an hour into this map, I made a trivial oversight that got someone killed.
I didn't
And-
account for killing this one person, or I didn't expect to.
Yeah, like,
kill
oh
this one
shit, I
person.
forgot.
Now
Like,
person can come up and
I'll
me.
kill that first guy, and then another guy who I thought couldn't hit me actually can, and now I'm dead. That actually almost never happens in Three Houses anyway, because the maps are so huge and open that you can really easily tell how many people's range you're in. But the equivalent that happens to me sometimes in Three Houses is, oh fuck, I forgot Kanto exists.
Yeah.
I was
thought
trained
only
on
one
Tellius,
guy.
I never forget.
And so, yeah, some cavalry fuck will hit me, and I'll be like, oh, it's alright. And then he'll move away, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh, Kanto, you
It's
are.
fun because if you make small mistakes like that, you don't have to reset your entire progress. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's got charges, so you can't just spam it ad nauseum.
Did she just get a no stat level?
Oh,
Yeah.
what the
She's
She
probably
got-
stat capped in most things anyway, so I'm not
Yeah,
really
it's
mad.
fine. Like, God, in
Yeah.
Three Houses in particular, they give you so many fucking charges, I mostly use them to try dumb stuff. Like, hey, you got a 10% chance to hit, let's see if this happens, let's roll them bones.
You're having fun with it.
Yeah,
It's not-
it's fun.
Yeah, if it
It's
were up
not-
to me, the turn wheel wouldn't have so many charges.
There's a lot in Three
There's a
Houses.
lot.
Well,
Three
it
to
starts
five.
out with like
And-
3 or 4, which is a reasonable number.
You
and
might
then
have
it's
like 20.
Honestly,
you-
if it were up
you
to
got this
me,
extra-
they would lose charges as you go further.
Oh, interesting. Because you
Like,
get to
you're-
know the game better, yeah.
Yeah.
It would
I'd
be a
be
good,
fine with that. But
it'd
yeah,
be a good
it's
trade-off
funny,
for
you
like
get your-
stat boost.
Yeah.
You get your new game plus shit, and you do the Sothis paralogue, and then your late game, and you're just like, oh, man, I haven't had to Divine Pulse in a while, and you hit the button, and it's like, Divine Pulse has 11 charges, and you're like, what?
Okay, yeah, I can totally crit fish with Constance. This is fine. Just fucking snipe the boss with bolting for no reason.
I will say it doesn't feel like the same level of controversy that Phoenix Mode was on when it first got announced.
Phoenix mode was dumb and bad.
Yay.
I'm fine with it. It's
I
whatever.
think it's fine. It's fine to have it there as the I literally don't want to have to try mode. I like
Yeah.
for some reason, I'm playing a modern Fire Emblem to see the story. So here goes.
Exactly.
I'm-
For those of you who don't know, Phoenix mode only appears in this game, by the way.
It's in Fates?
Yes.
Yes.
God.
Yeah, this is where it got
I'm not
introduced,
sure
and
why
here's
they
where it
removed it
died.
after Fates, honestly.
So,
Dumb.
Well, because they had the fucking Divine Pulse.
well, like,
Oh, that's
They
true.
made a better
Yeah, they-
mechanic.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think the big thing with Phoenix Mode was the, and like, this is a big thing that they shipped with the game, and you can tell that it's a core part of this, and this isn't me being like, oh, Fire Emblem's pandering or anything. It is for the people who are playing this primarily, like, for the story, yes, is one option. For the character building is another, but for the dating aspects, because that is sort of like, it's highlighted in this game more than most of the other ones, where like you get a 3D model that you can blow on, you get
That's
like
true.
you get a lot of like strange stuff that never appears again, and it's clear that they were pretty proud of this. So like,
Well, it never appeared here in America.
well, some parts of
Some
it
of
did,
it
where it's like, oh, Niles is like, oh, I just got out of the bath, blow on my face, and you're like.
And you're like,
Okay,
and then
Miles.
you never go in the treehouse again.
Yeah, and then you never go back. But like, I think like, and this is zero judgment whether you like it or not. I think that was a part of the game that they were proud of and wanted to make accessible to people. And I think they thought like, oh, people will be about this and buy the game for this. So like, I get it at least. I get why Phoenix Mode is there to make shit like brick shit easy.
I can see like a section of the team thinking that and being like, oh, we better do a failsafe for the people that want to go through the story and want to date all the people. And then they had like no communication with the people
Yeah.
that were actually writing the story and doing all the dating mechanics. So the
Yeah.
Mm,
Fates just screams to me that this is a game that they made with a bunch of ideas and no, like, they had a vague game plan and they're like, it'll work out probably, maybe. And some parts did and a lot didn't, because 3 games at once. God fucking damn.
the mechanics team, and they knew
Killing
what was
it.
going on.
Yeah, killing
know,
it, mechanics team.
I was not super happy with the Pokemon nature of this game, but after playing 3 Houses, I'm actually a little conflicted. I've thought once or twice, I wonder if, like, 3 Houses would be better and I would like it more if they had done it as separate games. Assuming, and like, if they had delivered the same game and just charged
Yeah.
you 3 times for it, obviously it's not better. Assuming charging you per route instead of giving you all of them in the base game, like, if you assume that led to a commensurate additional amount
Yeah.
of development on each route,
Yeah.
I think I might actually like 3 Houses more, because then you might not have, you know, like, oh, well, the first 12 maps are the same, and that's more than half the game on every route, and you might not have oh yeah, one of the routes just straight up isn't finished, and one of the routes doesn't have the plot. Like,
This is the route that's gonna get all the character development. This is the route that's gonna get all the world building. This route can get fucked. There's silvers now.
It's like, obviously what I would care more about is just if we had a version of Three Houses where the story was like told better and it was just better. And I don't want to pay more money for that, but I think I'd be willing to if that was the result. That it was a better game.
I could see a shitstorm get stirred over that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, could you imagine charging, like, getting the game carded that way and having to charge, like, $25 per route?
I mean, they charge $25 for Kindred Shadows, which is 7 maps. So.
I love my sewer kids.
I could see people, like, complaining about.
I mean,
what the fuck is
Obviously,
this
they're going to
bullshit?
complain about it. It's a
They
different
complain about
formula.
Oh, yeah.
They always do that.
It would just be a different set of complaints, because I think plenty of people who would have complained had it been split up were also complaining about the lack of cohesion and the lack of finishedness, which was a product of let's put them all in one game and only charge one price tag for it, and as a result, half of it has to be the same. Even in the half that's not the same, we're going to use a lot of the same maps, and we're just gonna like totally fuck up this like multiple routes storytelling bullshit.
I would rather them stop doing it.
That's also fine by me.
You could tell one singular story and have it be fucking fantastic, and I wouldn't complain.
I'd be fine with that too. I'm taking it as a prerequisite that if you imagine Three Houses was gonna be Three Houses, that there is some kind of story branch. I think if that's the case, it might have been better if they had just put in more separate development for each and treated them as related but distinct games.
I agree, but I think they've lost the right to do branching stories.
They've done it. They've tried it twice now. At least, I mean, I guess Sacred. Well, okay, yeah, Sacred Stones. They've tried it many times, and it's always
they like it.
They can't get away from. Oops, this one was the correct route, and I guess we made these other ones.
You know what game actually gets away with it? It's Echoes.
Vitellius?
No, Echoes gets away with it.
Echoes. It's not bad in Echoes. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
well, that's because Echoes has.
It's like it's kind of a split, but they're happening at the same time, and the ending is always the same.
Yeah.
Well, those are also
really
two.
It really is just one story, but like.
Do you play both in each?
Yes.
You
play
have
both
to
in
do
one playthrough.
both per playthrough.
Okay.
You have to do both.
I think
another one that does it is Radiant Dawn.
Oh yeah.
I almost wouldn't describe that as the same phenomenon, though.
Yeah, it's not
That's true.
quite a route split.
Well,
you have to like pretty much start over from the beginning to see the other path.
Yeah, I
the
agree.
thing that like helps it succeed is that both of those examples follow lords that are fully developed and have their own personalities, rather than sticking a self-insert in the front of it.
So Three Houses.
Like Alm's a character. Celica
Yes.
is a character. Ike is a character. Micaiah is a character.
Three Houses.
Alencia is barely a character.
Three Houses.
Who?
Alencia. She's not much.
Excuse me?
I don't
excuse
think
you, Carl?
she's not nearly on the level of like Micaiah or.
Well, no,
I
but
think
she
she's-
does it. She has her own right, and she has her own struggle within her own route that focuses on her.
Oh,
It-
Carl,
not
I
on
could not
some
disagree
faceless
further.
kid.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no.
You already know
I
how much I
either.
don't particularly like Radiant Dawn, and I think Part 2 is not good. Part 2 is not good at all.
I couldn't
Alencia is
disagree
not
more.
in her own route.
Man, I gotta
barely in
play
it.
the
This is
Tellius
not really
games
her
already. I
route.
really need to get in on this hot discourse.
Me too. That's where I'm at. So
Elias is very, very good.
Haven't you already played it, Jay?
I have, so my Radiant Dawn experience is weird, so I'm not gonna count it.
Oh, that's right. Radiant Dawn was one of the ones you got really mad at, right?
Yeah, I hated Radiant Dawn due to life circumstances, not its own fault. So, like, I need to give that game another fair shot. Like, I can at least recognize when it's, like, less the game and more me. Which, like, I'm very rarely in a bad enough place to be like, I'm going to hate on a piece of media specifically because I'm having a bad time. Radiant Dawn got that from me, and that isn't super fair to it. So we'll see. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I will rephrase that, Amy. I don't mind Alencia. I just don't think she's super interesting compared to like.
Well,
Oh, I do. Her
shit,
freaking
but,
arc
like-
in Radiant Dawn is one of my favorites.
Well, and also for what it's worth, I think, like, even if you dislike Three Houses for a lot of reasons, I think it inarguably has very characterized lords.
Yeah, I think Three Lords are great.
That's
Yeah,
definitely true. The
think-
issue with the Three Houses Lords is not that they're not distinct characters. They definitely are. It's that they
God,
are.
yeah.
The game had no game plan for how to utilize all three of them in even a single route, let alone all of the routes.
Yeah, but like as far as like lords go, Three Houses actually has my favorite set. I think they're pretty good.
Annihilate this man.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think
Not the same.
overall,
I think the
Three Houses
plot-
is my favorite.
I think the plot drags them down more than anything. Simply by the nature of how it's
Yeah, no,
written.
Three Houses has a lot of good characters and the messiest plotting in like anything I've ever seen.
Like, I like the idea of Claude more than I like him as a character. Like,
like-
he's great, I just don't feel like
Claude's the best
there
lord
was
in
a
the series.
whole lot of growth there.
Claude's the best lord in the series.
Oh my
I
fucking
disagree.
god.
Wholeheartedly.
Oh.
Well,
My
bye.
god.
Wow.
Dash it all.
Bye, Jacob.
Goodbye.
Are we pizza
Dead.
coining
I
Jacob?
mean,
Are we
I
chat
did that
pulsing?
so that Felicia wouldn't die.
Oh boy. Chat, what do you think?
We only need one butler.
Are we chat pulsing for?
We can chat pulse if you want,
We can
but
chat
we can also leave them. I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a fucking poll.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna make a poll for
We
him.
go.
This is what Al thinks about Jacob.
Let's
chat.
manage
Wait,
poll.
wait, this is about. What did she do?
She showed me a picture.
Pulse? Yes. Reset. No. Screw them. Here we go. Duration 1 minute. Okay, chat, get to it. Everyone's like, how are you supposed to this guy again?
He's
Jacob's
Eh.
fine.
He's just
He's-
pretty good.
he's
not
not
fine. He's
like
not terrible. He's
stars,
not
but
amazing.
He's a baby!
Yeah, I'll drop
Jacob
that. Chat.
is very much not baby. There are many.
No,
there are
I'm,
many characters.
no,
in
I'm
this
talking
game.
about Al.
Oh,
My lord.
okay.
My lord Corin, I'm baby. Jacob, what the fuck did
My
you say to my
lord.
face?
I'm
My
baby.
lord, I'm baby. What did you just say to me?
Mr. Potter. I'm baby.
Baby.
Mr.
God.
Potter. Ooh.
If he's actually dead, I get to use his gimmick one last time.
I stan you, Harry Potter.
It's-
I stab your mother, Harry.
With my wiener.
Rest in peace, Jacob.
Oh, rest in peace. What the fuck was that last part?
Just call me.
Let me find the song.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's
Hold on.
get some
It's
pizza
actually
time
been a
rolling.
while since
There we
we've
go.
left someone dead,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
So yeah,
There was one map where we had like 5 deaths in one.
yeah. Get that pizza song rolling, and I'll read my final line. I'm so sorry, me
hang on.
load.
Hang on.
Me my load. Yeah, it's ew. My load. Yeah. Malad.
My lord.
My lord.
Oh lord, my lord.
You got more.
Oh yay.
What?
However, although I can no longer fight, I shall not leave your side.
No, no, my favorite bit.
Yeah, it's dead.
He wasn't gonna have any more lines anyway. James.
Oh my god, no! Son of a bitch!
Something really interesting for this one.
Repeat.
Yeah, I was thinking about reteat. Sure. I must reteat for now, but I shall return. Dot 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 dot. Ellipsis. I'm gonna remove one of the dots from the ellipsis, actually. It's only 2 and it looks bad. I must retreat for ow. That one's good, Baker Brute. I must retreat for ow! Ooh, my bones!
Did you say my boob?
My boob!
So how's this been going?
Like I said, this is the map that I quit on.
Yeah, I've been
This map
reading.
isn't even that bad. It's just there's no reason for it to exist. Oh, this guy's so fucked.
Fuck, you're so fucked.
Crit vengeance with the ×4 crit tome. Jesus.
I keep trying to get other units to do things, but Veruca just has to solve my problems, I guess.
Yeah.
We're at the point that it's fine. I
I
mean,
suppose.
Done.
you have other maps to grind people if you really need to, but
Yeah, I just hate relying on only one unit all the time.
Yeah,
we
it's
get
not that.
funds for that.
So
Oh
I'm
Oh
trying to
my
remember-
god, fuck, shit.
Wasn't it? Oh
what?
yeah, I guess Franz also. I was gonna say, wasn't Ephraim that when we got him back?
No, it was Franz most of the game. Erica and
Erica, we
50
found.
Tornado also did really
Erica
well.
was like, we did the best we could, and she finished okay, is my
Yeah,
recollection.
she was pretty good.
Oh,
Like-
I thought
I
Erica
relied
was
on his
great.
unbreakable hammer.
On the early game map where you play as Ephraim, I don't remember if it's before the route split or what.
Yeah, it's like
where we established the Ephraim and Kyle bit.
Oh, yeah, he was a god there because he had
He
unbreakable
spawned as
hammer.
man with log and gained like 8 levels because he was just annihilating everything.
Yep.
He had an unbreakable hammer that had insane might on it. Yep.
Fucking god, Ephraim. You monster.
Man, Elise is really struggling against these guys.
Oh, Will, did you go and make your
Fucking
snack?
Spearmasters are so scary.
No, I've been reading various bloodlines for Sorcerer and Pathfinder.
Ooh.
There's a
He
lot.
He can't hit back, and if you get either
Yeah.
crit, you'll kill him.
Yeah.
Sorcerer bloodlines are fucking
There we
dope.
go.
You think about playing a sorcerer?
I figured I should look at spellcasters because I'm always playing martial classes. Some of these bloodlines are fun and others are bullshit.
So you're looking
Vampiric,
at 5th edition or Pathfinder?
Pathfinder. 5th edition has 4 choices. I wouldn't have had time.
Yeah. Nobody's
Yeah.
got time for 4
Sorcerer's-
choices.
Sorcerer's a lot of fun. You get lots of spell slots, and you don't have to pick them, but you have to. Oh, you have to be so conscientious about which spells you pick because you get to.
What you
You're
get is
stuck
what
with
you
them.
get.
With Wizard, I can just constantly go to the library and fucking rent books to have forever. Sorcerer is like you open up your toolbox and it has exactly 3 different sizes of wrench. And if you're trying to turn a nut that is not one of those sizes, you are fucked.
Yeah, I
May-
mean, yeah, that's definitely a problem. I personally like that because I hate the situation of let me prepare my spells for the day, and it's like, dude, use your teleport. I didn't prepare that. I thought I might need to talk to a rat this morning. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
Please, sir, may I make a case for the humble occultist? Now, you could be a sorcerer who has to choose and get married. You're in a long-term commitment with all your spells. Or you could be a philanderer like the wizard. Or you can decide to play the occultist, who puts on a new pair of pants every morning and discovers magic within those pants. Occultist is so fucking dope because instead of choosing your spells from, say, a book or something pathetic, you get different implements, and each of these implements gives you access to different spell schools and different spells. And when your implements are powered on for the day, you can cast from those spell lists, and when they're powered down, you're out of luck. It's so fun! You can have magic fucking wizard pants that give you the ability to heal your friends. It's
Now, that sounds real good. Hold on, what is this? Is that a class? What is this? Oh, it's mesmerist. Okay. The only problem is that occultist, like, I load this page and I'm like, that's so many words.
It's a lot of words, but I swear, once you get them running, it's like, oh, this makes sense, and this is the best caster. Like, this is so good. I mean, your spells are shitty, like, they suck, but it's a good class. I swear.
You can also check out Arcanist, Will.
Arcanist is good, too.
Arcanist is kind of the midpoint. They work pretty much how spellcasters work in 5e, which is you don't have to prepare nothing. But you don't have to prepare slot by slot. You basically are like, these are the 10 spells that I know today, and I can use them in whatever slots I want, like in whatever amounts and combinations I want.
Okay.
Arcanist is very, very good.
Yeah, I can jive with that more so. I never play spellcasters, and I feel like I should.
Sorcerer is definitely the simplest way to go. You just have to. I hope you're enjoying this, by the way, chat. This Fire Emblem content. Sorcerer is you just.
That's what they're here for.
You just kind of have to. I'm sure there are many guides that are like, these are the optimal spells to pick for a sorcerer in all cases. I'm gonna go fuck my wife, but I don't have one.
What a specific self-lead-in. Like, you did not have to offer that.
But assuming you're not looking to like min-max or anything, sorcerer, the easiest way to deal with your sharply limited number of spells known is to just, right from the get-go, make peace with the idea that you will not be able to cover the same versatile range of fuckery that many casters will.
Oh yeah, that's
that
fine.
you have volume instead, and so you pick like a couple of schools or things to be good at, whether you want to like deal a bunch of AoE damage or have like enchantments and illusions. Like, you got enough room that you can be good at a couple things. You just can't be good at everything like a wizard can if they've prepared the right spells.
I think it works for Will too, because you tend to build around themes, which is like,
And that's the thing is like I'm looking at these, and that's the thing is I'm looking these up. I'm like, oh, I'd probably pick like Stormborn, where it's like, hey, if you do sound or thunder spells, you do more damage. And I'm like, okay, I would jive with that. I'd like to make like a tornado and lightning focused wizard. That sounds neat. There's also a couple other ones that are great where it's like mechanical. You can talk to clocks now. I'm like, that's dumb, but that sounds kind of fun.
Great.
I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you kidding me?
There's also the pestilence one where one of its abilities is if you walk into a swarm, the swarm cannot harm you and in fact becomes armor. And they keep crawling over him. Like, that's fucking
so
cool.
Specific.
It's so cool.
You just summon a swarm of your own spiders and then do that.
Well, the thing is it applies to the enemy as well. So if like you're in a sewer and a swarm of rats come to you, the part is like, what do we do? It's like, send the sorcerer. The sorcerer walks up, they become a cocoon, and you just walk with his armor of rats, and they just protect you from now on. It's fucking cool. Yeah, there's a lot in here that I'm jiving with. I'm also looking at Magus if I don't want to do the full commit.
Magus is the class that I look at, and I'm like, too many words.
Magus is Magus is interesting. They very
50.
Yeah. Holy shit!
God, I hope we get him.
Oh man, if only that were with Thoron and she could possibly proc a 200 crit. Or not Thoron, Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, Magus is weird because depending on like what archetype you pick and what spells you pick and many things, they can vary pretty wildly from I am a fighter who specifically has a couple spells that make me a scarier fighter, all the way to I am mostly a caster who has better base attack bonus and like can fight under these specific circumstances.
And sometimes you're chosen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're chosen.
Honestly, the one that I was looking at, because I'm a predictable piece of shit.
Was chosen.
Well, Talking Sword would be fun. But where was it? Eldritch Archer. And then seeing if there's a way to, because does it say specifically it has to be a bow? No, it does not. It just says ranged combat. And then take 1 point in Gunslinger. Make it so that I can cast a spell on the gun and then fucking do
That's
shocking
pretty cool.
touch, shotgun.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I just looked at Occultist, and they lose major points for not getting the best spell, Prestidigitation. So banned.
I think they can pick it up from somewhere. They get access to. So Occultist's big thing is they give you a high volume of worthless and stupid spells.
But they don't get the most worthless and stupid spell.
I'm pretty sure they can pick up
Did you just call
Prestidigitation from someone.
Prestidigitation the most worthless and stupid spell?
Not worthless. It is stupid though, because you
Okay.
can. I mostly use it for worthless. and
Stupid, I will
things.
absolutely accept. Worthless, factually, and untrue.
has actually saved Aram's ass at least a couple times.
Does everything.
To be fair, I only use it for stupid useless
Yeah.
things.
Me too.
It's so funny how many times I've ended up in these weird compromised positions where I'm like, oh god, I've got blood stains on me or something, and I'm like, oh wait, what am I panicking for? Prestidigitation, I'm fine.
That's like one of those things where I'm like, I'm glad it exists, but also part of me is like, fucking magic. If Fighter was in that situation, like, but
Die.
Wizard's like, it doesn't matter, magic. It's just man,
my
fuck magic.
Fucking dark vision.
Fucking dark vision.
Magic is my dark vision. It's just like, oh no, how do I get rid of this problem? Mind control! It's like you can do that. Yes!
That's what I was saying the other day.
No,
That's what.
it's fine. It's just one of those, it's one of those things where I love it and I also hate it at the same time. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on how it's used. If it's like, ooh, solution, I'm like, cool, that works out great. But if it's like, I know how to trivialize everything, thousands of rats, it's a wave! I'm like, I can't stop this. There's nothing I can do. These are peasants.
The big thing with magic is like it is unique in that it says it does a thing, which is a shockingly big advantage in these games, which like you would be like, oh man, that's what? Everything says you do things. No.
Yeah.
Most of D20 games is interpreting the result of, well, a D20 and determining, okay, does this succeed? If so, by how much? Spells just say, hey dude, a thing happens. And sometimes the thing cannot happen if they succeed on a will save, but a lot of times it's just like, motherfucker, you fly. It's like, oh, okay. Is there any way that doesn't completely trivialize the acrobatic skill? No. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's my thing is
Or
because
the
like
climb skill? No.
and that's my thing is like I look at martial classes and I'm like constantly trying to think of ways, how can I make them better? Like they should not do more damage than a wizard. Like that just makes sense to me because a wizard is squishy and they're throwing literal cannonballs that cause, lightning and bugs and shit. Like okay, yeah, obviously it probably does more damage than my sword. I get that. But there's a point in the game where the wizard doesn't need anyone else in their team ever.
No.
Like because like there'll be a point where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, barbarian, you should lead because I'm squishy. But at a certain point, the wizard's like, stand back, barbarian. You may cause a trap to activate, but don't worry. Stone skin, 170 hit points for the entire party. It's like, fuck, I guess nothing matters anymore.
Everything is fine. Yeah. Oh boy, I deliberately did not take communal stone skin because
because I have provided the warning. Any
Yeah, no,
spell
as
the
soon as
party
we
uses
start-
on me, I use back.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Do it the Chicago way. They pull a knife, we pull a gun. They send one of our boys to the hospital, we send one of their boys to the morgue.
Yeah. Like, if someone uses like dominate person, I'm like, all right, that becomes fair game. And admittedly, I have used it once before, but it was immediately shut down with a crit 20 kiss. So it was like, all right, I guess that doesn't really matter, because the way dominate person works is it lasts a number of days, which is insanity.
It's pretty funny.
Yep. So, yeah, and someone was like, "You should look at Alchemist Gun." I'm like, I didn't know there was an Alchemist Gun. That might make it plausible because Alchemist sucks.
I wish Alchemist was a better class. I wish it's amazing how many different game systems have tried to do Alchemist
Can't get it right.
Artificer and cannot come up with a thing that is good.
So, I have a unique experience with Alchemist because I played with a person who min-maxed Alchemist. So, I always hear, oh, Alchemist is bad, and for me, that is my horror story class, because that is the class that somebody rolled into that had, they played a character with a 40-foot reach in a boat campaign that could attack of opportunity people on another boat while the boat was sailing next to them. And I'm like, and I hear Alchemist is bad, and I just get fucking war flashbacks to that, where it's like, oh, that guy's running over to load the cannon, huh? I attack him. What? I sneak attack him. What? You're on this boat. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
the thing that I find about Pathfinder is that if you try hard enough, you can make anything broken somehow.
Yeah.
And Alchemist is no exception. But boy, is it hard to make good unless you do ultra specific things. If you just play that class the way it's meant to be played, which is like either I drink my potion and get smashy, or I throw a bomb. Good fucking luck. You throw a bomb a couple times, now you are out of the bomb. Now you are shitty ranger with no bow feats.
Yeah, I literally don't know how you fix Alchemist. The only thing I could think of, and people might be like, that's insane, is like, give them a full BAB. Like, I'm not even fucking around. Like, help them.
If you wanted to make Alchemist, like, still feel like Alchemist and be good, honestly, you just have to rework and rebalance bombs and make that their basic attack. Just make that what they always do, instead of making it a thing with charges.
No, that tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a thing that they need to do an attack roll for, which they can whiff. Then the target gets a save, which they could totally pass, which means there are two things that are preventing you from being pretty okay at best. And it's like, well, how many times can you do that? Oh man, like 5 times? Is it any good? Oh man, no.
For Pathfinder Kingmaker, they manage to, they give you a companion who's an alchemist who is, their build is basically just I throw a bomb, but they are actually okay solely because they come with the like acid bomb specialization thing, and they show up in a chapter that is all about fighting trolls.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
James, what's up?
So they're like
The
actually
question was
useful because they can be like, well, 10 times a day I can use a ranged touch attack to deal 40 acid damage to the troll, and so it's like, you know what? Very useful. Thank you for coming.
The question was asked: is there a blue mage type class in Pathfinder?
Oh.
Not remotely core, I wouldn't think, but
No.
I'm sure you can find one that has been made.
One of the best things that you could do is pick something like Brown Fur Transmuter and go Arcanist, and then go, yo, GM. So Transmutation's busted, right? And the GM goes, yeah, no, don't do that. And you go, but what if I only transmute to monsters I've seen? and you go, and the GM's like, oh, that's pretty fucking dope. Okay, cool. And then you do that.
The closest thing to Blue Mage by core stuff is probably to play a polymorph specialized character, which is what I do in Ebon Ward. And how strong that is heavily dependent on what soft rules your GM imposes for what you can do with it, and also how by the rules they play in terms of what you get. Because if you're willing to be a shitter, there's lots of stupid stuff you can do. Like,
good God, yeah.
A thing that I can do now and won't on Dia would be to use Beast Shape 3 to turn into a tiny viper, which has a heavy constitution damaging poison attack.
And also an insane AC because it's tiny, right?
It's tiny, and it can assassinate.
It's a tiny net. So it's practically a death sentence.
If you're just a fucking terrorist, you can do a lot of nasty stuff. But if you play it closer to the spirit of something like Blue Mage, where you're like, I only turn into things I've seen and interacted with, and like, I only use special moves that have been used on me, you know, that kind of shit. Makes it a lot more, like, reasonable and actually fun to play with.
That's such a fun, like, because, like, one of the big problems with wizards in general is just trying to get them loot they'll appreciate. That isn't fucking busted or insane. And one of the coolest permutations you could do for that is some sort of like a Blue Mage type, because then them meeting monsters, them meeting your cool new monster becomes loot for them. And like, that's so exciting because it means both you and your players are very excited about all the fucked up shit you're making them fight. So like, yeah, no, I would love to play a character like that. That's so fun.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be gained from doing something like that. Plus, it kind of reels in that transmutation wizard of like, okay, what am I willing to give them? Like, what scary shit can I throw at them and be like, yeah, I'd be fine if this was thrown back at me.
Yes, exactly. Which is awesome.
Yep. If you really want to do some deep diving, there is a metric shit ton of third-party classes, a lot of which are actually pretty cool and, for the most part, pretty well balanced. Like, I found a class where the gimmick is you are defense guy. Like, your entire
Armature?
Gimmick is, yes, that class is so cool.
I actually played that once. It was good.
Yeah, you were just unkillable.
You're like 22 Constitution, 8 in all other stats or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, Lyra was close to that already. I just like playing defensive Pathfinder characters, I think.
Well, you like playing high hit point characters.
Yeah.
You like being a blissy, as you call it.
Yeah. Watch how slow my HP drains, everyone. Be here a while.
There's also another class that I've really thought about looking at. There's two of them are called Vanguard. The one Vanguard I'm thinking of is you start off the game as just like sort of Arcanist / Golemancer, and you can choose to fight with melee or what have you, but you don't really have spells. Instead, you have like innovations or some shit. And at like such a certain level, you create your own personal Golem Guard. And the Golem Guard is a large entity, and you design how it fights. Does it have an axe for an arm? Does it have crossbows for arms? Does it run on 2 legs? Is it on 4? Is it a spider with 8? How does this thing look and how does it function? And then at certain levels, you gain a teamwork feat that both you and the Golem get.
Oh, fun.
So the whole point of the build is to teamwork with yourself.
Oh, that's cool.
It's talking me.
Those aren't cool anymore.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a really cool class. And the way it's balanced is that only you can repair it. Like, so if someone does a channel energy, it doesn't work on the robot, because why would it? It's a robot. So you have to like actually spend time and repair it. And one of the ways it suggests doing that is collecting weapons and armor from defeated bandits and like smelting it down to repair. So it's a good way of like, what do we do with all these fucking swords? Well, I'll take them. I need them to fix my robot.
That's so fun. I like anything that has a clever solution to loot or non-traditional loot. Like I said
Yeah.
with the transmutation. Like I think loot is a huge problem in games that hasn't been addressed. In terms of getting shit doesn't feel good a lot of the time for no reason when it should. Because
Yeah.
it's like, you get this magic dagger. Does anybody here use daggers? No. Okay.
Yeah, and you don't want to be like, oh my gosh, what do you know? This guy had a magic shield. He wasn't fighting with one. Yeah, but you have a build that uses one, so
You
wow,
use
what do
scythes,
you
so
know?
every enemy you fight uses scythes. And like there are clever ways to do that where like you have an Afro samurai situation where it's like you want to be the best swordsman in the world. It makes sense that you're fighting mostly swordsmen because they also want to prove themselves versus you. Like
Yeah.
that can work, but like that usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Not every campaign's that.
All I'm doing in my game, so as to not introduce a bunch of extra
Alright.
mechanics, is pretty much just I have a blacksmith character who will melt down magic items
Yeah.
they get and don't want and convert like 2/3 of their value to letting them upgrade or create
Yeah.
new magic items. So
That's
it's
smart.
like there's
Yeah.
a little bonus for using the specific thing I gave you. Technically, that's more cost effective, but if you just want to eat it, you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wire chomping noises.
Yeah.
Eat them magic items.
Yeah.
Damn.
Loot is always my biggest struggle. Because I never know if
Loot's
I'm giving
hard.
too much or too little. I don't know if the things I'm giving are what people would even want. It's such a pain, which is why a lot of the times I'm like, you get gold, just buy it, man. I
Yeah,
don't know
exactly.
I don't know what you want. A part
Guess
of
what
me
I just
is
got in that treasure chest?
a lot of gold.
Fuck,
A lot of gold.
Fuckload of gold!
Oh.
Blue Odyssey does point out PsyLP does materia, little stones that can be put in your equipment for small little bonus effects. Yeah, I like the materia system that Squeeze got rolling. It's pretty cool.
That's
I like
a
the
cool
Wizard
idea.
mechanic.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah. I didn't wanna spoil like I've been biting my fucking fingers off trying not to talk about Indigo on the off chance that there are people in chat who haven't seen it. But like there were a lot of small things that I'm like, oh yeah, because a character failed to roll in the first session, she's had a gift that's rolling around in the back of her head, and the way this gift works is if she talks to someone that seems to have the character's best interests in mind, the gift will imprint on them automatically. And I'm like, and then it just happened in the session. I'm like, oh, that's the good shit. Rubs hands together. Ha!
I love Indigo!
Yay! Thank you.
It's very good. It's
Yay!
very, very good.
Go watch it if you haven't seen it. I'm very proud of it, actually.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where things
Lots of cool
go.
cats in chat. Lots and lots of cool cats in chat.
Error comment _ string variable has not been said before. What the fuck is?
Huh?
What is going on in Mountain Blade 2, Aram?
That's what Moranon of Veron had to say to me.
Real talkative. He speaks in that old English.
Error.
Error. Comment string variable has not been set before. This is old timey English.
This
I
is
guess.
my old.
This is my old
Hello! Hello! I am
Hey.
Morion of Veron.
Am I the only one that's pissed off that these two tiles are apparently not ground
Wait,
tiles?
What? They're not?
What in the fuck?
Oh,
They're not ground tiles. They are sky tiles.
Excuse me, what?
That
I'm
is
a
very
little
What the
sad.
fuck?
Huh.
Huh.
Ugh.
Huh.
Huh. Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, right? What's the deal with Fire Emblem?
You wanna hear a joke? Fate.
Yes.
Bad game.
That's not a
Laugh.
joke. That's very serious,
You
James.
want to hear a joke? Fate.
Just realized that my army can't get over here because they cannot fly. So I guess we need
can't.
the Selena train.
I can't get over how much his game is.
Can't you? Oh, yeah. I guess you would have to go all the way back to that center island.
God,
I would have to go I would have to ride this elevator over here, go this way, ride this elevator, then wait for this elevator, and then I'm here.
I feel like elevator music should just be playing throughout this entire
I assume
map.
we do not have any warp stabs.
No,
No.
I don't think this game has warp.
It's...
Hey, this is the part that
No.
made me quit.
No,
Well,
it has rescue, not warp.
Bad.
Ragnarok.
I had never played a game with warp until Three Houses. My jaw hit the fucking floor.
Warp is the best.
Tell us.
Play Echoes. You get warp on your first clearing at like level 5.
What the
Yeah, but,
fuck?
The only problem is you have to use Faye for that.
No,
Oh.
Silk has it.
Yeah, Silk has it.
Oh, Faye has rescue, that's right. Silk
Yeah,
has
Silk.
warp.
Yeah, Silk's the best.
Faye has physic.
Yeah.
I don't think Silk gets physic.
Oh, I love Silk so much in that game.
Silk is great.
Silk has warp. Silk's great.
Why is she's so soft.
Okada Izo's artist did a rendition of her for Fire Emblem Heroes, and it looks great.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just do to me, Arette? What the fuck did you just do to me?
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I think she fucked with your hit chance.
Did she use some kind of stick on you?
Sneak.
Stick.
Oh, I'll never forget
Oh, I'm
sticking.
feeble.
Lax.
Or all stat?
Ugh. Ugh. Gross.
Icky.
Lack is one of the few people that I'm like Hidari's art is really hard to beat in general in my mind, and then I see Lax Silk and I'm like, yeah, perfect, good job.
Oh, cute.
She's great. Underrated in her own game. Well, not underrated by the plot and storytelling and supports. Not
It says
underrated
popsicle.
mechanically.
Man,
She is-
Veruca cannot hit that guy.
And then here's her Hidari art, which is also very good.
Silk's great. I wish she got to do more in the game.
Right here.
That's the Echo's problem.
And I also wish that her only support wasn't with the worst character in the game.
Oops.
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 Oops, no
Oopsie.
good. What?
Butt from. Says Sue.
What the fuck is?
But, yeah, there's,
Yeah, she
there's,
got some
some,
butt from.
there's some frump happening.
What is a butt frump?
It's like it's like a butt dangly that's like
It's a weird garment to have coming out of the. Yeah, that's really
It's the
strange.
butt
I want
frump.
to call
It's
that. I
adorable.
want to call that an ass cape, but it's not a cape.
It's an
It's
ass
more
veil.
Like you've got a. It's more like you've got an unrigid lampshade sticking out of your upper back or lower back.
Like she pulls on her belt and it like clicks the light on.
It opens up like an umbrella.
Unrigid
Uh.
lampshade is my router's randomly generated password.
It's so church pews don't grind your butt down after
Exactly.
988 hours of prayer.
Yep.
You do that on your knees though.
No. Mother Mila says if you're not sitting, then you're sinning.
You're not sitting.
If you're if you're,
You're not
sitting, then you're sitting.
quitting.
Get out of my
Sitting,
church.
you're shitting.
No, that I don't think that would.
If
I
you
don't think that
ain't
would
sinning, you ain't winning.
Oh, she's using Fortify.
I just
Yeah, this whole
realized.
conversation is just us seeing how far we can like distort this from its original meaning.
I just realized Echoes is the first game where I didn't get every character, and not just because you can't.
Did you get old man and did you not get
I
old man
totally
in
missed
a
Noma.
Oh, you know what? So did I the first time I
Yeah.
played.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
like-
getting old man in the well's hard.
Don't you have to go all the way back to the beginning at like a
Yes.
certain point and talk to him?
No, it's
Something.
so you go through the wall stage, right? And
Which wall
Like-
stage?
like when you meet the big fuck off wall at the end of one of the acts that like all messed open a gate and Celica has to open a gate. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like
And
in the basement.
yeah, and after you clear that, after you've done the dungeon, you go back into it again as Celica and go down to the basement and he's in there.
Oh, whoops! Never did that. Sorry,
Yeah,
Noma.
I didn't either. I went back. It was like, oh, now I have everyone.
I mean, I don't think he's a good unit at all, anyway. But
I think he's fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's only really one bad unit in that game.
So they add Noma in particular because you're about to hit that stage where some motherfucker deals damage to your entire army every single turn, and Noma has a like fortify or something, and like he's good at
He
that.
does not. He only has recover.
Oh, really?
You know who comes in that route though? Who has fortify? Wait, no, that's the other route. Yeah, Tatiana has
Yeah,
it.
Tatiana's
Tatiana
so
has
good.
Fortify. Oh my god, the clerics
Tatiana's
and
so
Echoes
good.
are
They're
amazing.
insane. They're so fucking good.
Priests
Are they able to defend themselves or not?
Yes, they
Oh
have no
god,
spell.
yeah.
Oh,
The
well,
clerics are the best
automatically.
units in
And
Echoes.
Seraphim.
I thought
Yeah.
the question was asked, can they defend themselves? And someone responded, yes, they know Esperanto.
I know it's wrong. They can talk.
They fucking god, like, and each of them gets the ability to summon differently flavored phantoms.
Yeah!
I'm like, oh, it's
I
so
think-
good.
I think the only one that got to Spooky Ghost level for me was Jenny.
That makes sense. Hers are archers, right? Or
One of them
someone gets
gets
Dreadfighters,
yeah,
don't
one of
they?
them gets Dreadfighters. I think it's Silk.
yeah, and then Tatiana gets Pegasus Knights, which is fun.
Does
Too
she?
easy.
I think she does, yeah.
One of them gets like just soldiers.
Let's see.
That might be Faye?
Good.
Silk gets Dreadfighters, Tatiana gets Pegasus Knight. Yeah, Jenny gets soldiers because she gets it early.
Jenny gets soldiers, yeah,
She
that
gets
makes
it
sense.
the quickest, right?
Yeah, she gets it at
Yeah.
level
Which, you need that shit for hard mode in House of Archers.
Woohoo!
Oh,
you have no one who can take a hit in Celica's
no,
round.
it's just Saber.
I mean, I guess Valbar, but Valbar gets their mages everywhere, and
Yep.
Valbar dies.
Leon was shockingly tanky for me. He ate a lot of shit for
Valbar
me.
from Heroes. He looks like that game's Kellum, the knight that I don't give a shit about.
He's pretty good.
Valvar's
Valvar
good!
He's a
He's
good
good.
boy.
He is.
He looks like generic knight.jpg.
That's
What are we
fair.
talking about?
Valvar.
Give me a pick.
Imagine a knight.
You are done.
Done.
Yeah, honestly, you're not wrong.
Valbo.
Oh, no, I was asking for like a pick. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, I agree.
Great. He's gonna get
Yeah,
these
nice.
good.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He comes with Best Boy. One of the
He does.
Best Boys.
Oh, there's so many best boys in that game.
That's true. For me, it's
Fucking-
Python, but I respect almost any choice for Best Boy.
I respect that you picked Python because that's a weird one. Mostly when like there are so many.
Python is not a weird one. No way.
Well, like Python's an unexpected one for me from Carl is what I should say.
He walks in
That's
and
fair.
calls Lucas a ginger stud. After
Yep.
that, you're sold.
Yeah,
But, like,
that's what
no.
sold me on it, Jay.
I'm shocked that you picked him and not one of the ginger studs because that is where my heart
it's
lies.
Python or Saber. Saber is the obvious me choice.
Saber is the clear pick. I thought Lucas was also a you pick.
I like Lucas. He's a little
He's a good
vanilla.
boy.
He's just a nice guy. I like him. He's just
I love him. Lucas, I literally like every character with red hair in that game. Like, there's no exception.
Did Saber have red hair?
Yeah, Saber has red hair.
do we count pink as red hair?
Close enough.
Like, close enough, yeah.
Yeah, so May, Jenny, Saber, Celica, technically S.
Lucier.
Mission
Luthier. I'm just looking at Celica.
Leans into the fucking microphone.
Conrad, Luthier, and Lucas all have red hair, and they're all
Yeah,
good
congrats.
dudes.
That's the best part of the cast right there.
Hey, Leon.
Leon and Python with the like
Claire,
with the
Matilda.
purples and blues. Matilda's
I
Matilda's
like
fine.
Matilda.
She married Clive. That's
She
like
got saddlebagged with Clive.
I guess.
I will defend Matilda.
Love.
Fuck Clive.
Fuck Clive. Like a major feature of her character is talking about Clive, and that's too much Clive in my life.
Why am I apparently the only one in the universe that likes Clive? Or at least
Too
doesn't
much-
mind them.
Too much Clive to thrive.
Clive is my second least favorite. Faye is my least favorite.
Clive is so fun to make fun of. It's just fuck Clive.
Clive is a wealthy noble who pretends to have who thinks he has the best interests of the common folk at heart, but he's still kind of racist against common folk.
Yep, a little bit of that classist
Oh my
racism.
god! What? No, I'm not.
Amy, Amy, it's okay.
No, I understand.
It's okay. We're
It'll
just
be
in
an
hell.
up-here battle, so I'll just shut my mouth.
No, it's fine.
You know who's fun to make fun of?
Shit.
Fernand.
Are you able to swap to? Oh no, he's using a sword. You wouldn't want to swap to Selena anyway. How does Selena do? Does Selena have one of those reverse axes by any chance? Oh, she's got a lance.
She can do that.
Fuck him up.
I'm glad that somebody with hashtag Clormet.
Clormet.
Such a weird thing.
God.
What the fuck? Why can anyone explain to me why Clormet exists? If you didn't know, Clormet is the ship between Clive Fire Emblem and Kermit the Frog.
I
looked it up and
why do I remember part of this?
Listen.
It's truly one of the most baffling things. I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna look it up. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Please die, please. Thank you.
No, but Amy, the real answer is Clive doesn't bug me too much. This is the meme character to shit on. Like I like Sylvain a lot, and I'm like, fuck Sylvain, fuck you, get out of my face.
Sylvain deserves it.
Yeah.
So does Clive.
So Clive also gets it for me because I forgot Matilda in a cell, and he has this incredibly passive-aggressive exchange with Alm if you don't save Matilda, and I got the reality where Clive sassed me to my face and is like, yeah, if only you'd managed to save Matilda, Alm. And I'm like, oh yeah, Matilda's back in that cell. And I walked over and freed her. And I'm like, Clive, that's hysterical.
Never changed,
You
Clive.
can't blame him for that. That's an oversight.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't blame Clive for this, but based on my own perception, I'm like, fuck you, Clive. It is not like the very serious, like, Clive Fire Emblem is a bad character and should be removed from the game. It's like, Tossel's hair, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm in the boat of, I don't think he's a bad character. I just fucking hate Clive.
Oh boy.
Fuck!
There are not, besides Faith, I don't think there are really any bad characters in Echoes.
Well,
Aaron, somebody's asking for your opinion on the new Mountain Blade.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually playing it right now. I feel bad for playing it during a stream, but this map is.
We're almost done.
I know we're almost there. Thank God.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
Sarah
gonna get
knows.
Humpez over, and then we'll be Gucci.
So my opinion on the new Mountain Blade. So I'm not that far into it. That is to say, I'm not out of like early mid game. I'm just mercenarying right now. So I haven't gotten into any of the like politics stuff. I don't have any fiefs to govern. So there's a lot of late game mechanics that I don't really know yet. Early to mid game, it is very similar to Warband in a lot of ways, which is positive and negative. If you really like Warband and you want a better Warband, so far this looks very, very solid. It's also a pretty good early access experience. There have been some bugs people have been reporting, and I've had a few of like, oh, this quest isn't programmed quite right. I hit this bug and now I can't finish it. I haven't had any crashes. It's pretty stable. They've been hot fixing it really fast too, so it's pretty high quality. I think we're mostly like what it needs is a while to cook in early access for balancing and more content being added. There's whole subsystems they haven't added yet, like the having children and like a bloodline, like Crusader Kings kind of way, is gonna be in the game, but it's not there yet, is my understanding.
Do you get to play your kids if you die?
Yeah, you actually can die in this one.
Dope.
You can also actually execute the enemy lords finally, which you couldn't do in the original game. You could never
Finally!
you could never fully get rid of an enemy lord other than locking him away in the highest security prison possible, from which he would have virtually no chance of escape, but still not zero chance of escape. So yeah, no, it's I'd say it's pretty good. If you were looking for a game that was like kind of like Warband but significantly different, it is not that. Not yet anyway. Overall, would recommend. If you think you're ever gonna want to play it, you may as well pick it up now while it is still on the discount. I think this is like the last day that they're giving the extra 10% off.
Oh, well, you've got a line.
I will not allow you to go any farther. If you try, I'll kill ya. Uh-oh, you powered up, did ya? Oh, fuck! Good thing I turned invisible, I'm back. You get twice. I see. It's the sex number!
I can't find any origins on Clive and Kermit the Frog. Why? I even asked Sarah J, and she's like, "Wait, what? That's a thing?"
Kermit the Frog.
I gotta mute
let's
for
get
a
the fuck
second.
out of here.
Watch this.
Here. Oh man,
Goodbye.
we finally get to leave
Clive
this.
the Fire Emblem.
This
Only
hell
30
stage that
Only
needed-
36 turns. Okay, here we go. We got lines.
Right.
Theoretics. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Selena!
Carl.
Oh!
Oh, did she just say my name?
What the fuck? You know this! She said your name earlier!
No, my name is not. Okay.
Okay, come closer. I don't have a trick.
No. No.
Momther?
Mom there.
I'm. No.
Soon, my body and soul will disappear. I'll be forever released from Apple, the company. Ah, my sweet Selena. I finally remember ya. Don't you know?
Well,
Is that really you, Mother?
If it
I
gets
mean,
you closer,
probably
yeah.
not, but
Selena, wage a command drop!
yes.
And then he makes no movement.
But it might not be. What do I do?
I think it's the latter. You could trust me. I'm your mom.
She says, cocking a gun.
Selena, you know. There has to
Her-
be
her
at least
crimp,
one of
please.
these that's not a trick.
Look at that shitty grin that Humphead's got right now. He's like,
Oh,
oh, you know what's going on.
you know.
Your
you know
mom's
what?
dying. Now you know how I feel.
His face right now is exactly the face of that one Kokiri who's an asshole to Link.
Mito?
Yeah.
I farted in this room.
Selena,
Not gonna
I
tell
can't let
you
you
where.
see your mom unless you have a sword and a shield.
I will trust this one time isn't a trick. She has to be telling the truth.
Gotta get one of these eventually.
Oh, yeah, sure, you betcha.
Mother.
That
Selena.
feather is so big. That feather is so big.
I got it from an elephant. You've grown so much.
Mom, elephants don't have feathers.
What the fuck did I get this from then?
There's a history there.
I'm sorry for leaving you. You've been suffering a long time.
okay, okay.
just
So have I.
Yeah, this game's been going on too long, Mother.
I'm sorry. I definitely played a part.
Why did you fight me 3 times anyway?
I've had the staff of Duncan and Krispy Kreme by my side. And I guess other people too, like that puppet that died.
That's nice. I wish I had more time. I can feel myself slipping.
I wish I had 3 more maps.
Oh, there I go.
Mom, why are you turning into sexy dust?
Have you seen me?
Okay, bye. Yeah, just go.
Selena?
Proud of you.
Fuck off.
You too, Mom. You too.
Well, I'm glad I saw you one last time.
Are you though? Are you though?
Oh, sorry, Selena.
Whatever.
Leo delivered that like he was just gonna take a swig from his big gulp. No, sorry, Selena.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I won't forgive him. And we'll pay for doing this.
Please, can we just mumble that name for the rest of the game?
It's okay, Selena.
sure.
We'll get you a new mom.
God, can we even do another map?
Maybe.
I think the next one's the Metal Gear Solid map.
I'm gonna check my French fries. Don't mind me, I'm checking French fries.
I actually do like Selena's mother's design a bit. Like, I think
Yeah,
that's a
I
pretty
like it a lot.
no,
good look.
it's a good design.
But like, God, she does to a certain degree look like a generic that they added eyes to, you know, if that makes sense. Because like that is a look. Well, because this game does the thing that it's not like Indigo, they're missing eyes, but like it is the next level up of generics generally have like a shadow cast over their eyes.
Yeah.
And it's literally like they just
Well,
remove that.
she has a version that has shadow
Yeah.
cast over her eyes that is... For some reason, they give her that the first time you fight her, even though you wouldn't recognize her anyway, so I don't know why they bothered.
Yeah.
And it doesn't obscure that her hair is the exact same color as Azura's, so it's not like it misdirects... I don't fucking know.
So guys,
Let's-
since
yeah?
doing another map will probably take too long, what if I power level Azama's support with Kagero and get another kid?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Sure.
Do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't expect this experience to be universal, but you ever have a moment where you're just sitting there and the weight of your existence hits you? Like, you're like, I'm breathing, I'm alive,
Yeah.
I exist here at this point in time with this stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having that moment. I've got Twitch chat open up on the side,
Uh-huh.
and the last thing that got posted in this chat is a... Want to see how long this is?
A minute. It's like a minute long.
A minute and 19-second long tribute to Clermont. And this
What a
is
great time to be alive.
What a
this is
great
the time period. This is the time period I
What
exist.
Yeah.
But my horse got stuck on a rock that's like the size of a grapefruit.
Now, hold on,
Welcome to the
grapefruit
world.
can be kind of big.
Yeah, they called them horse killers back in the day, dude.
Mm-hmm. That's why rock backwards is horse.
A rock.
That's just fact.
That's just everyone knows that.
So if Azama dies in this, he's gone for good, right? Oh fuck! No,
No, he's coined him. He's coined Jin.
Yeah.
Ah!
Please leave us alone. This is our shitty bridge. Stop it. All right. I see you bulling my shitty ruffians. That's our house. That we put way too close to the bridge.
Well, I'm so happy I could get you back to play shitty ruffian. That was good.
I love playing shit mobs. That should
Yeah.
be very apparent with just Eben Ward in general.
Yeah.
Just all my guards are the same, even the keepers who are supposed to be scary.
I feel ya.
Man.
Did he get any experience? Oh, you're just doing support points. Never mind. I was like, he's not getting any experience there.
Yeah, he's 20.
I've traveled to like snowy Vagrland for the first time in this game, and I think this may be the worst battle map I've ever seen for horses. There's trees, there's
Just
little
grapefruits
broken...
everywhere.
There are. Holy fuck! I'm getting stuck on everything.
I don't know what that makes me think of back when Skyrim first came out, and I was visiting you back when you were still in college, Jay, and
Yeah.
Jordan had that bug where anytime he fast traveled on a horse, he was 50 feet in the air and the horse died.
Yeah, that was great. Oh.
I went through a lot of horses.
Yeah.
I like to think this map you're on, Aram,
Fuck.
Battlefield, is like a ninja comes running out instead of Caltrops throwing grapefruit on the ground. And it's like, oh, fuck!
Pretty much.
I'm watching this
Figured it
video,
out.
and the worst thing about it is that the music playing is Nightcore.
Listen, there's a lot of bad things about Clermont.
No.
That's it.
Okay.
End sentence.
Listen, I think the biggest crime of Clermont is we aren't talking about it more.
Yeah.
Clermont's really flown under the radar.
Yeah. Underrated ships, 2020.
Can't
I
wait
wanted-
for Eye Patch's Wolf's video of why you should watch Clermont. It's gonna be a
I'm just-
40-minute tribute.
Ding, 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 ding.
Really just the moral
God, I
of the
hate this
story is-
video.
Yeah.
I- So much.
I love that video. It's awful.
They gave him boobs.
It's a little bit of it's a little bad.
Yeah, this map is all rocks, water,
Oh.
steep slopes, and trees. It is the least horse-friendly map I've ever seen. I hope I never come back here.
Yelp review, not horse friendly.
Not horse-friendly. This map does not comply with the ADA. The shit.
There we go.
ADE.
The
You can fit a
HDA
question-
Horses with
HDA.
Disabilities Act.
Mm.
Yeah. The EEA, the Equestrian Equality Act.
No, the problem with that is as soon as you get the word equestrian in there, it sounds like you're referencing My Little Pony.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, the
That's
name-
because Equestrian
Name of-
came first.
Yes, I
My
know.
Little Pony doesn't own that.
Well,
Yes, but they own the rights to the intellectual property of the land named Equestria, in which their story takes place.
ah,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
Did I not get a paralog?
Ah,
Did I not?
Okay.
I didn't get a paralog.
what?
Definitely
What?
not Claremont.
What?
Guys, you can't just stand around going, yeah, victory! There's still a guy left. We're still trying to kill it. He just killed a guy! Guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, we win!
Victory!
Victory!
Okay,
What
good.
was that? Must have been the wind.
What? Why
So
did they
did they
get
not-
paralog?
Did they
I
just not get a kid?
Were they maybe did they replace people who are same sex and therefore it thinks they can't have a kid? I don't know.
Well, who supports do they have?
no, they've got their original supports, right? They've got their actual
Yeah.
supports.
Should, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Well, do they have an S
Randomizer
support?
issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just an issue with the randomizer. They can't have kids.
Was that
These-
just not enough
These
to
two,
class them up?
these
Maybe-
two specifically can't have a kid, and that's an issue. That's so weird. What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
maybe...
Wait, what?
Why these two?
I don't know if I believe that.
Apparently, Tsushiyama said, so in this case, Azama Kage wrote, apparently some characters are badly scripted.
Oh, what? Okay, who are the good scripted characters? And let's do those.
Who cannot
Okay,
pair
I will
Azama?
literally grind from C to S. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Probably do it fast.
Tsushiyama says it's entirely random who
Great!
is properly scripted.
What?
Great!
Oh, you know what? Let's try and get a Zoro's kid. Let's see if we can
Okay.
get.
I'm Nicholas Armitage. I can't have a baby.
Oh, Jacob's dead, so we can't do that.
I might not have been a good parent.
Leo's no.
Swaggy.
Dude, who's
That's
entering
not
the...
very
Who can Baruka pair up with?
We could. Let's see.
Who's entering
She
the...
deserves a shot at love.
Let's,
The bone zone.
Let's do the classic nobody likes this support with Baruka and Saizo for the C rank. The one where it's just dot 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 dot
alright.
dot 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 support rank up, I guess.
All right.
Sure, let's do that. I'm fine
Alright.
with that.
Alright,
I'm
let's
cool
do
with
it.
that.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Okay, so the origins of Clormit
Oh, thank you.
are basically just, one person's fanfic
Good.
exploding into a
Okay,
thing.
because they were showing at the beginning of the video, they were showing that like Hunger Games simulator.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
probably
that's
a
how
little bit
that
on that,
started?
too.
Okay.
And then there was one, but the origins of Spider-Man and Lucina is an entirely different person.
Okay,
gotcha.
yeah, no. Yeah, what the fuck was that?
No, don't worry about that. That's
That
fine.
one's very much just porn related.
Ah, okay.
Neat.
The more you know.
The more you don't want to know.
We're sorry.
Curse Kraken, I'm sorry, we're not doing Perry.
Barry's a bad character who deserves everything bad.
So, okay, well, here's the thing. I warmed up to Perry over time because Perry.
Amy just sternly.
So Perry is a
Not
character
realistic.
in a route where I think the biggest problem is not all the characters are dour and a lot of their supports are sort of like, I don't know, they're like, I've accepted my brutal fate. Perry is different and like is enjoying life. So I'm
because
like,
she's M crazy psycho bitch.
I mean,
like,
yes, but I
She's
can,
enjoying life, but her life constitutes taking other people's lives.
but like at least I can appreciate the fact that she has a pulse. And I'm like, okay, that's
Let me
Pretty
put it-
low
let me-
bar.
That's a
Let me put it to you
have a
this way.
heartbeat. Cool.
Let me put it to you this way, Jay. Xander, the Camus of this game, the nor above all things, sees her just killing people and goes, "Yeah, no,
that's fine."
yeah, I can trust her with being my
The
right
entire
hand."
point of her character is romanticizing edgy murder crazy people who are supposed to be cute. Bye!
Thank you.
Thank you, Steph.
Yeah, I just like, okay, after you go through a few dozen supports where everybody's having one that's like, I'm having fun is like, okay, this is nice.
I see where
Hey,
Jay's coming
Elise
from.
is right
I
there.
don't like her as a character,
that's-
and I think she's bad, but I see
So-
why she is at least refreshing.
Yeah, no, that's why I like Elise and Odin in this route a lot.
Yeah, no,
Like-
Elise is my favorite character in Faith.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, but like you got
Elise is
fucking
fucking
Odin
bomb
right
as shit.
there.
Yeah, Odin's my favorite character in this route.
Yeah. So what the fuck do we need Perry for?
Because maybe I like
Oh,
having
here's
more
the
than
support,
three.
guys.
See, this is why I like Perry. Because
I actually think that support's very funny.
Me
It's-
too.
They don't do that in any other route.
I love
They
that
don't even do
Jello-
that in Japanese. They
Like,
I love
changed
what
it in the
Jello said
localization.
about that support, which is that if he had seen that one like first, he would have thought it was hilarious and
exactly.
enjoyed it. And in actuality, when he was playing this game, he was like, "Man, I've hated all these supports. I guess I'll try one more." And he got that one, and that was what made him stop playing the game.
Are we talking about
Yeah.
Jello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually talking to him about that specifically the other day. He was like, in hindsight, yeah, I do think that's really funny, but you have to understand, I was
Yeah.
really pissed off.
So that support is hysterical. The problem with this route is the fact that there's a lot of that, just in general. And like, not this route, because believe it or not, Hoshido does not have this problem. I love the supports in Hoshido. I think that is a good varied cast of characters. I think Nor has a problem with this. I think every character insists they're burdened with their destiny, and it gets old very fast. Because, like, fuck, man. Like, some of you have it so much worse than the rest of you. And, like, then Laszlo rolls in and is like, I'm so burdened with my destiny. And then you find out what the burden is. It's like, dude, I want to give you a swirly. Shut up. Like, stop.
Hang on,
I'm
Charlotte
so
is
burdened
there
with
too.
my destiny of being hot.
Well,
Charlotte is in Nor too.
I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte. I like I like a lot of the characters. I also like Arthur, even though Arthur is miserable to use. Like the characters that I like are the ones that have a certain amount of energy, and I like Perry because she's different. She is not a character that I'm like, yeah, I enjoy this one, but I'm like, yeah, we needed more. We needed at least a bigger degree of variety in this.
terms of
I
characters,
I don't.
Like it is exactly everyone rolled in and has decided to have a sad backstory, and
I
I
mean,
got tired of it.
It's fine. It's just everybody looks at her and goes, "Yeah, you're clearly mentally unstable, and you would be a bandit, and you have no qualms with killing people, either innocent or otherwise." And I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Even
I mean,
if
Why
I'm a
wasn't Perry one
Paragon
of like
character.
the recruitable enemy units?
exactly. Or like, and honestly, she's setting breaking, but so is everything about Fates. So like, shrug.
Fates doesn't have a setting.
Fates doesn't have
I'll
a
say this
setting,
for
so
Three
like.
Houses. Three Houses does a terrible job of communicating its setting, but it clearly has one.
It's got a good one,
They
yeah.
actually put a lot of work into that, and then just pooped.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm
I
a
don't
fan
know.
of Three Houses setting.
I just hate her because she changes other characters' personalities to kind of accommodate her own, and that's really fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to imagine Xander having her as a retainer.
I
Let
mean-
alone marrying her.
Well, like,
I hate her
Because he
for
looks
that.
at her and goes, you are going to serve as an example to all of Nora's what they should be." Meanwhile, she's currently stabbing a corpse 37 times in a row, and you're like, Xander, are you sure?
I
but
wouldn't know.
like,
I barely even did romances in these games.
Yeah.
Often I
Like, there's an
didn't care about-
but like,
yes,
I feel like you're being mad selective with this and being like, oh well, this is a problem limited to her when this is an everyone problem. This is not Perry specific. Fucking every character changes between supports because they have to, because the writing isn't consistent, and every character changes. No, let me finish. Every character changes in every single cutscene because the writing isn't consistent. To be like, no, this is an exclusive problem to this one character.
Every character changes but her.
No, every character.
She doesn't get better. She's the same character through and through.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. If it wasn't for Perry, if it wasn't for her, everything would be better and make sense. It would fix the flaw with Fate's writing.
I never said that. She's an example of it.
She's an example of it. But so is every character in this game. Listen, it's just...
Fate's bad.
Like, it's bad. Xander is the worst, I think, about it, honestly, which sucks because I love him. Xander is not consistently written in any conversation he has, and it's
Support
just...
Xander is great. Story Xander's a piece of shit.
Support Xander! You can flip a coin if he's great!
Yep.
It's like... It's so arbitrary, and like... Man, I just want to play a game where I'm like, man, I like this character. I can kind of get behind them. I respect this one. This is one I can stick with. And then between conversations, it's like Xander's like, no, it's I'm gonna kill you now. Invisible ghosts. I don't believe you. And then a cutscene later, he's like, what? My dad said something slightly more deranged than before. I suddenly believe him now. It's like, oh.
You know what makes me mad? You know what makes me mad? My loaf of bread came with an odd number. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
I got-
It's like when you buy hot dogs and the bun bags
count
on
your
the
loaves of? You counted your slices?
Well, now
you
that I'm
just get
down,
2 slices of bread when you make a sandwich, and
Yeah,
when you get to
and-
the end of the bag, it's like, oh, there's only 1 piece left.
yeah, I've got 3 slices left. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
Just to make a triple decker.
Well, Will, first you take the bread, and then you take the cheese.
Take the cheese.
Then you take the Pop-Tarts, and you get little squeeze.
It's a mess.
And it's a mess. That's what you've made.
That's
Right
what
now, I'm enjoying 2 ham sandwiches and a bunch of steak fries.
That sounds lovely.
It's very nice.
I think the conclusion we can learn from this entire series, this stream, is that we should probably take a break from Fire Emblem after this.
I mean, it really depends we could play a different and much better Fire Emblem.
It's true.
And probably
The writing
be
will never
okay,
get as
but
bad as this Fire Emblem.
It's probably true that we could do a chaos thing that's shorter, because this one will also have a large number of sessions.
Well, our next one, I don't know how much shorter that one's going to be. We'll see. But
I have
Oh,
something
okay.
uplifting to say about this game. So I remembered why I had this conversation with Jello recently. It's because he decided that he wanted to crack open and look at all of the confession dialogue scenes from this
Oh,
game.
that's right.
And let me tell you, he didn't know about Pickle Boy.
Oh,
So I
Pickle
had
oh.
the genuine pleasure, the privilege of hearing him react to "Won't you dive into the brine with me?"
what is Pickle Boy?
Oh boy, we got to introduce Carl to Pickle Boy.
Someone find the video and
All
send
right.
it to
Pickle
him.
Boy.
I'll Google it myself. Fire Emblem.
James too.
Pickle Boy
Who
is
the
one
fuck
of the
is Pickle Boy?
one.
Boy.
Hisame's a gift.
Boy.
Who's
Oh,
whose kid is he?
that was a mistake to Google that.
Oh no. Did you actually just Google Pickle
I
Boy?
YouTubed Fire Emblem Pickle Boy. No, that's not. Don't YouTube that.
I'm kind of surprised you got a
That's a
result
little
back.
disturbing. The first video, it was not Pickle Rick Siciano. I would have been just rolled my eyes at Pickle Rick. Okay, who is the
Siv's got
Pickle Boy
you.
support? Okay, thank you, Civ.
Carl, I'm good. I was about to share your pain.
Bless you, Civ. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo, Pickle.
Pickle God and
Pickle.
Yep, nope, don't like that.
Yep. Yoo-hoo.
We suffer so you don't, Chad. Don't do it.
So
Good job.
originally we were just laughing at the confessions because all of them are formatted in the way where, so first of all, you get this super ugly, like
It's bad.
faux 3D, but is actually a 2D GIF kind of thing of the person you marry, and they like jiggle around a bit, and it looks really bad. And then they'll say a line like this in this intonation, and it's kind of nice, and they're happy and a little embarrassed. And then they get right up to the mic like this and say something kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's really scary. But
No,
also
it's
funny.
really weird.
It's really weird and funny.
It's like coming out of your 3DS, too.
You gotta pray that you're not wearing headphones.
Won't
Alright,
you
I'm
dive
gonna
into the
definitely
brine
for
with
a
me?
sec.
Literally. He'll say, okay, so for the people in chat that didn't look up, Hisame's line, his character is that he's obsessed with pickles. I'm not kidding,
Yes.
that's it. He's just
That's
obsessed
the
with
deal.
His
pickles. So
entire
his
character.
confession line is, I love you more than the world's most pungent pickle. Won't you dive into the brine with me?
I hate that. I hate that.
Oh, God.
I hate it. I hate it.
I remember wanting
wanna
to
go to
bully this
bed.
kid.
I hate it.
I remember
It's
really
amazing.
wanting to bully this kid for some reason.
Whose kid is that? I assume it's one of the child units.
It's,
It's,
fucking...
Hinata's.
Hinata's kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame because I hear in the Japanese version he is just written differently and is kind of okay.
Probably.
Sometimes you just get localized into Pickle Boy. Sometimes it happens.
Oh.
God, why was everybody pissed about the removing the face petting mechanic, but not
I
Pickle
have no
Boy?
idea.
Because that one
Well,
is
probably
less
A lot of people never
sensational.
even fucking
Yeah.
saw Pickle Boy. I certainly didn't. I only got like 5 kids tops
Oh.
from among like
I
all my
got
runs.
every
I would
kid
always get
from
Kana
Noah.
because Kana's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Kana's
And I
great.
would usually get like 1 or 2 others, and then I typically wouldn't really use any of them except for Kana.
I used all the kid units because I kind of like them better than the adult units. They're pretty good. Like
I think I
they
got every kid unit from
they
now
hide
on.
a lot of the good writing in the kids, which is like
Sugar Ray. A lot.
Sugar Ray is good.
She's a Disney
Shiro
princess. I love
Shiro
Disney.
is incredible. Like Shiro is straight up one of the best characters in this game. Mitama's really good. I really like Ignatius. He's a good kid.
Ignatius is cute. Forrest!
Yeah, Forrest is wonderful. I honestly think the kid units in this game are pretty damn good. I don't think there's really a place to use them.
Valoria was my favorite kid.
Oh, Valoria's good.
Valoria's cute.
Selkie's good. Yeah, like most of the kids are honestly pretty damn good.
Oh, we got it.
Soleil is a good kid unit.
Soleil's good.
Oh yeah, Soleil's like one of the only ones that I would get.
There we
Ophelia.
go. Paralog. Finally.
Yeah.
Let's get a baby.
Let's get a baby. Who will we get?
Time to enter the bone zone.
Who
A
do
tale
we
of
get?
stories.
This is supposed to be Asugi.
Get in the zone!
Asugi.
Bone zone!
Please be Pickle Boy.
Not happening.
Oh.
Oh, it's just Asugi. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's.
Isn't that
So did they ever
biased?
explain why they have knockoff versions with rearranged? They have anagram versions? Characters?
Oh right, yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
this kid, and then there's also Kildori, who's Cordelia.
Mhm.
There's also fucking Tharja.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's-
Rajat. I forgot. Yeah, she's there.
Rajat.
too.
Rajat.
Yeah, no, I don't think they really explain it. In Rajat's case, it's
like a
kind of implied
reincarnation?
that she like is the same person as Tharja, or like her pre-incarnation that Rajat came first and then reincarnated into Tharja by a piece of dialogue she has where if she dies, she says something like I feel like this isn't the end. Somewhere I see a vast desert and I'm meeting you again, which seems to be a reference to where you recruit Tharja in Awakening. That's about the only thing. I don't think the others have anything explaining why they are like that.
She dies, time travels, and reincarnates. Because this canonically happens after Awakening, yeah.
Anyway, who wants to
man.
be Asugi?
No.
What's his personality like? I'll voice it.
I was just gonna do Jacob all over again.
He likes
Not Jacob.
candy.
Wait, come back, little bird.
Perfect, beautiful.
Oh, it's gone. No fair flying stuff. Guess I'll just have to learn how to fly too. Doesn't sound too hard.
Jumps off a cliff, we lose him instantly.
I'll just find the tallest cliff and jump off and lose me instantly.
It's okay, he lands on Kage at the very bottom.
What's that glowy doorway? Hello? Anybody home?
Hello?
Hello? Nothing. The end. I'll just take a quick peeky weeky inside.
Oh, I hate that.
Inside!
A peeky weeky and
What's this place? So many unfamiliar scents.
Wait a
None of these
second.
candies I recognize.
He's supposed to be Selkie.
Why are we
Oh.
getting Selkie's Paralog?
You know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
That's cute.
Ew, what's that
We can deal with this.
smell?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Who wants to voice this clown?
What do we have here? A kitsune?
No.
Ooh, where? Oh, you mean me? I'm porcupine.
Must
These
be
are my
my lucky
signs.
day. I can sell this kitsune for a fortune. Dead or alive, too, so I might as well take this easy. Dead will be fine, eh?
What does selling mean? Or this
Oh,
dead
God.
thing? Weird. Whatever, it sounds like fun. I'll
I'm
die.
glad you agree.
Hey, let's play, mister. And do I smell more of your friends in the wind? I do! Let's all play.
Everyone, we're got it surrounded. Keep our circle tight, don't let it escape, eh?
So, please tell me we have capture so we can capture this. What is Xander doing here?
What is happening?
What is
I'm
happening?
excited.
Who? Did I voice Baruka?
Yeah, you did. She's like a
Who
goblin.
voiced Xander? Oh, you
Can't wait
did.
to see my Asugi. Every time I go to her deep room, my daughter's even more amazing.
Is that so? And you say she's a kitsune too?
Why?
I don't
Yeah,
remember him
Apple
having
don't
this
fall
one.
far from the tree either. Her fur is just like mine. Now it's probably gotten even glossier since the last time I saw her.
I like it that she's like a little Danny DeVito, but like only a little bit.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about my Asuki, I'm warning ya.
Or I'll start blasting.
I'll start blasting!
Don't lay a finger on her or else. Which I mean in the worst way possible.
Father?
You're kidding, right? I know people sometimes hunt your kind. But you do realize I'm a friend, don't you?
No, no, no!
No. Get away from her. She's nuts.
Amateur.
Need a hand? Oh wait, you're probably not the sort I should help. I was gonna give you a literal hand.
Oh, another one. I'm racist.
Another what? A kitsune in these woods? By any chance, you don't mean a kitsune girl, do ya? Do ya, punk? Does she look like me? Super stunning fur, twinkle in her eye.
Burka's dead. SpongeBob eyes.
What? Yeah, more or less.
That's heartless.
Ah, I smell a Sugi, and more of your kind nearer. Do I smell a clown too? Don't you put your filthy clouch paws on my daughter. I guess it's time I show you all what I need, or else.
So do we have any character that can capture?
No.
Capture.
Wait, can
Yeah,
we capture
there.
the clouch?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I wanted to capture the clown.
Whoa, she's got life and death. Ooh.
Oh.
Unsurprisingly, is she as good as her mom?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh
What is life and
fuck.
death?
Okay.
came
What
with
does
your
life and death
Xperia
do?
mode. That's pretty good. Life and death gives you +10 to damage dealt and taken.
Jesus
So you
Christ.
hit like a meteor, but fold like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Fold also like a meteor.
Oh wait, he's also
Like
got
a
vengeance.
meteor.
Ooh.
Oh, vengeance, life and
Not
death?
so good with life and death. It's pretty hard to not be dead after getting hit with life and death.
And competitive.
That's competitive's real good.
Cool.
Maybe we've got our new Jacob?
Alright,
yeah,
so what
If he
is-
doesn't just eat shit and die immediately because he's surrounded by archers and has life and death.
Oh, did we
Yeah.
want to do another poll for whose supports we're gonna do next?
I don't think we're gonna be getting much more kids. honestly.
We're at the end of the game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my hard hitters and just.
I meant like read the support, not actually
Ooh.
do them. Yeah. Like I know we're probably not gonna get any more kids, but I don't know if we had any more of those S rank. Although to be fair, it's kind of hard to imagine anything topping Kaze and Doobie
Little puppy.
X. Port.
Yeah, that was hysterical.
That was so good.
Ugh. So we're just bringing the murder squad to...
Yeah, we're just.
I also just realized that his custom weapon is named Ryoba too.
Yes.
Ryoba 2. I thought you were here for Ryoba.
Why Ryoba?
Ooh.
2.
Because.
Why Ryoba 2?
We named it letter by letter.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't that.
Bam. I forget what that one's called. Bam, though. Bam. That's the best part about forging weapons in these games, is getting to name them. Like the big cry.
And being able to color them, so you get
Yeah.
a hot pink weapon.
Yeah, well, when I made Miss Right now, I made it a pink sword.
What?
I'm sorry.
You don't move? Can you just not? Okay, he just doesn't move.
Wait, can you forge a Ragnell in
No,
in
I
Teleus?
just made a really good silver sword and called it Ragnell.
Yeah, I'm like, what
you
the?
got a horse.
Those
What
archers
the
just don't move.
fuck?
That's weird. Okay.
I wish you could forge a Ragnell because Miss deserves one.
Yeah.
Remember in Awakening, where you get Pyrium, like Ike's descendant, and he has just legitimately Ragnell, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh cool, that means he can attack from a distance. So you turn on combat animation, and
He
his
just chucks it, yeah.
fucking.
So, man, I was
War
looking up.
reasons for that are pretty cool.
I was looking up stuff from Fire Emblem 64, which is like the canned Fire Emblem game because yeah, that existed.
Which turned into Path of Radiance, allegedly.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
cool.
Sacred Stones and Radiant Dawn and like a bunch of other shit. Like they just sourced a lot of ideas from it. Priam is apparently a scrapped character concept or design from that game, which is like
Holy
extra
shit.
Oh yeah,
fucking weird.
what was it? No. What it was that the protagonist for Fire Emblem 64 was going to be called Paris.
Paris, which is
Paris.
the Japanese name for him, yeah.
Paris originally turned into Ike, and Priam's Japanese
Yeah.
name is Paris.
Paris, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So they're still borrowing shit from Fire Emblem 64, which is fucking fascinating, honestly.
Yeah.
So was the plot for that game just gonna
don't
straight
know.
up be the Teleus game?
We
We don't
I don't
know.
know. There's only some like concept art and some like beefy looking dudes.
Beefy looking dudes, you sir.
I mean,
There is a beefy looking dude.
best
You
kind.
put an S on that sentence, Jay. You don't you lie to me.
I think there is
What
one
Is this?
one beefy looking dude and then a bunch of like this is very 2000s anime design.
Mm.
It's okay. We got Largo. And
Well,
I'm
now
so-
I'm curious.
I'm so glad you like Largo as much as you do. Someone deserves to like Largo.
Largo's good.
Largo's
Largo and
good.
Kaleo are great.
Largo's good, but like most people who play those games do not put Largo on their top like 20. And like I understand why, because
I mean,
those
I'm not gonna
games-
say he's like a deep character or anything.
No,
He's
but, like-
certainly an unreasonable fave.
Yeah, you like them, and like very few people go out of their way to be like, yeah, I love Largo specifically. You know,
I love Largo.
most people are like, I like Soren, and like legit, Soren's fucking great.
Wow, those hairstyles sure are like early
Yeah.
90s
Anime.
like, hold on.
You have no idea how sad I was when I found out
There
Largo's
you
the
go.
only one who didn't get to be in Radiant Dawn.
Yeah. So
What
What
silly.
about that? What about the anime Fire Emblem with that one piece of voice acting where it's like, "Little Bobby, no."
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, the name's not Little Bobby, but
No,
it's like
Bobby!
a woman gets like separated from her son in a crowd and makes like a noise as the crowd knocks her over.
What?
Am I crazy? I thought this was a thing that makes rounds.
Okay, I feel like
Maybe
we're
it's
gonna
the Fire
have to
Emblem
watch.
anime.
I feel like we're gonna have to watch the Fire Emblem anime now.
Well, I've seen the
Okay,
Fire
I know
Emblem
this
anime.
exists. I
Why?
just don't know for sure
Bobby
if it's
in
the
it.
Fire Emblem anime.
Little Bobby.
Remember Little Bobby from the Fire Emblem anime?
Welcome to next Fire Emblem Heroes. A new hero joined. Little Bobby,
Little Bobby.
voiced by Rachel.
My favorite part is like no part of it connects up with something I know, so the is also makes missing context. Oh man.
Since you know what you're talking about, Aram, it's like one voice actor for 4 people who is not a voice actor.
I love Little Bobby Fire Emblem.
First
My
name
favorite.
Bobby. Not to be confused with his father, Big Little Bobby.
Significant Little Bobby.
Significant Little Bobby.
Overwhelmingly little Bobby. Bobby, if you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
Yeet.
Yes.
That's a very depressing sentence. Boy, you're lucky you're not my son, otherwise I'd hug you.
There's a lot going on with that.
But I am your son, Dad.
No, he says if you weren't my son, I would hug you.
Oh.
That classic little Bobby dialogue.
Fuck
I
this
love
master.
him.
Are you kidding me?
You go to the quotes page on his Wikipedia, and it's just that quote.
No, King of the Hill's great. Bitty Bobby. Man, Baruka really wants to save her kid.
Here, Jay, you know what that means? We're finally free of the tyranny of Egg Day in Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, fuck. Does the rabbit just vaporize? Please tell me he does.
I like to imagine he inhales, floats up to the sky, and just consumes all of the eggs on your island.
I like to imagine he vanilla ices himself and devours himself into a void.
But he'll be back 3 days later.
Yeah.
It's how it works.
Ooga booga booga doo.
Was Jesus playing life on Phoenix mode? I need to be alone with my thoughts for a moment.
Jesus.
Jay is feeling the weight of his existence again.
Jesus is a filthy casual.
Holy shit.
Jesus is white.
There's a lot to unpack there, Will.
In this video, I will explain.
It's okay. In the New Testament, he gets divine powers.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Fuck! I didn't mean to do that.
Go, Kana!
Get him, Kana.
Get him.
Oh, God bless. You quit.
Happy horse.
Good block.
Protect your
I
daughter,
love
Niles.
you, baby girl.
Why can no one hit this guy?
I don't know, man.
Oh, there we go.
Is he a fucking master ninja in a forest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
My name, Slippery Jack. Called so on account of the fact that I'm slippery.
Master ninjas have an inherent +10 evade that is not represented on any of their abilities.
Fun.
Okay, look, father like daughter. God bless.
Yeah, holy shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Horse cannon.
Is that a legit thing, though, Aram?
What? Little Bobby?
No, the +10 evade thing.
I need to know about little Bobby, though. Like, that's a question for me.
I'll see if I can find the little Bobby video.
Thank you, Aram.
I have to put my lasagna in portions, many portions. For
Oh, how'd it turn out?
Came out pretty good. It was definitely the right move. Tripling the garlic called for in the recipe, because that means you can actually taste the garlic instead of like, oh man, this is a hint of possibly having been in the same warehouse as a bulb of garlic at some point. I could have used a little more meat, but everything that was in there actually came out pretty good.
Oh.
Target silence.
Oh god, come on, please. Please, please, please!
Please, please, please.
1 second, chat.
There goes Mom.
Well,
Rest in peace, Mom.
She's pizza coined.
She is. I think God bless Aram for doing the pizza coin for gameplay's sake.
Yeah. I mean, if he didn't, I would've. Someone would've.
Yeah, somebody's gotta be thinking for the audience.
Somebody's got thinking about the pizza.
man. If you guys are looking for good quarantine having dinners and things, definitely do just a good old box of Kraft mac and cheese, and then make a bacon, crunch it up in with the macaroni and cheese, stir it up. That's what I did today. It was very good.
Stop! You're making me so fucking hungry.
I was just thinking that I want bacon, but it's
Mhm.
going on 10 o'clock at where I am. If I eat, I'm not gonna want to go to sleep. Yeah.
Treat
You
yourself.
know what? Fair. Let me see if I have any mac and cheese, actually.
Bacon is the candy of meat. Treat yourself.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I thought that was beef jerky.
Fuck. I got a box of raisins. Does that count?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, raisins
Why
and
do I
mac
have-
and cheese would probably not be the most vile thing in the universe.
No, I mean, I don't have mac and cheese. I have raisins.
So yeah, funny story about mac and cheese. Good luck trying to buy it right now. The markup on it is insane.
Oh,
It's
Why?
like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, no, go on.
No. Like people are hoarding mac and cheese, ramen, shit like that.
They're also hoarding wheat,
Yeah,
which I found weird.
yeah.
well, there's
It's
also a
like-
bunch of people that have like purchased metric shitloads of like bags of flour, and it's like, you understand what it
Why?
takes to make bread, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
no,
understand
like,
that's a process.
No.
that you can fuck up really easily.
No, it's just flour and water. Throw it together.
I will say though, Civ made multiple loaves of bread while she was here, and they were awesome.
They were so good.
It was
You just
really
gotta
good.
eat it. You just gotta eat the yeast by the handful. Gotta get your hand in there.
Yeah.
All up in that yeast.
You just gotta stick it in a straw and slurp it up.
No.
Slurp.
No. I refuse.
Jay, I want you to know that you're valid and your reasons for liking things are valid.
Aw, thank you.
And I don't want to make you feel bad.
No, it's I really do appreciate it, and I got into my video reviewer rant voice, which is a forbidden power that I will not deploy unless it is about fates in which I literally cannot prevent myself because I am so frustrated because like what was frustrating me isn't the fact that like, oh yeah, I don't see people's reasons for disliking this character. What was frustrating me was it is a smorgasbord of problems. Everything I see is just another thing that's like, oh, I hate this too. That pointing out just a singular node, a granule, is like pointing at a grain of sand on the beach and going, I hate this one. And I go, I hate the beach.
Probably the
So-
best way you could possibly
So
word
like,
it.
no, like, trust me, I get everyone. I get your feelings.
I get the vibe that if
I hate the
we do more of these randomizers, it might be wise to do like Pokemon or something.
Oh, it's got another
please,
randomizer
love
coming
to do a
in.
Pokemon
I could
randomizer.
see Pokemon being a lot of fun.
Terrible one will be amazing.
So if you, now, when we've done Terrible Mon and Surprise Round, the way we do it is it's like random, basically everything. So
Oh yeah, that's the terrible one I've heard of. Used car salesman Jumanji.
excellent. Do you also do the?
Pokemon, you gotta let me in. That's all. Okay, bye.
She's great.
Absolutely.
But you also got to do like the palette swaps because I love getting weird colored Pokemon.
Oh, that's fun.
I didn't know you
could do that.
Not in all of them. You can specifically on the GBA ones, I know, and they're really fun. I did one once, and the Omastar line got turned into like the most delightful bubble pink.
Oh,
That sounds great.
Is it possible to randomize evolutions too?
Yes.
Yes.
You have a Charmander
Yes.
that can
Okay,
evolve
listen.
into a Squirtle.
Listen, yes. You can randomize
Oh my
evolutions, you can randomize levels, you can randomize types, you can randomize type efficiency, you can randomize moves, you can randomize the types that moves are, you can randomize PP, you can randomize TMs. There's a lot.
There's
Guys,
so
why
many-
haven't
You can evolve
Why
to have
haven't
worse
we
stats.
done this? Why haven't we done this?
Because
yet?
we're
What
dumb
the
and we
fuck?
like anime.
Yeah.
It's like a fun fucking time.
It is
That's-
fun.
We'll put Terrible
Amy.
Mon on the list because our idea for Terrible Mon was to have 2 concurrent
Yeah.
streams
And
doing
like a
opposite
versus.
versions and do a versus.
And then we could fight each other at the end. It'd be great. But
Yeah.
also because we're terrible and like anime, is you just summed up an adequate portion of my life, Amy. Thank you.
I'm trying to think. What we also did too, and you've already done it with this, is when it comes to naming things, is alternating the letters between people. It's so fun.
It's good.
Did you do a version where you could kill a Pokemon on the other people's team?
That was going to be our versus rule, which is we're not allowed to watch each other's streams. But you get one gun that you can, from the enemy team's lineup of 6 Pokemon, you pick one, the one that you think is their ace in the hole, and you annihilate it. They are not allowed to use that one Pokemon. But because it's terrible, Mon, you don't know which ones are good. So you just have to
You look at their name and maybe get to see what Pokemon they are, because that has no bearing on what they actually are.
Oh yeah, you get to see what they look like. And then you are allowed to use your gun.
I have never seen the evolution line randomized. That shit would fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's the reason why it's so interesting is like you could get the weird situation because if you don't fuck with the levels at which they evolve, you could get the weird situation of like I found a Wurmple and then it evolves at level 7 and it becomes like
And now it's a Lugia.
Yeah, and now it's a Lugia. Just end of the discussion. It's a Lugia. Or you can have the weird situation of like, all right, Charmeleon, you're almost 36, hits 36, becomes a Metapod. But because it's level 36, when it levels at 37, it evolves again instantly to something else.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
that's
wild.
So great. Holy shit.
It's chaotic. So
My Wurmple evolved into
we
another
gotta do
Wurmple.
it.
Now,
Also, I love Pokemon. Have I mentioned that before?
Oh, you'll be one of the pilots for that for sure, Amy.
Now, the big question pops up. Are you going to play with the rule that if a Pokemon dies, it's out, Nuzlocke rules? Or are you just going to power through it? Because that can slow down the game immensely.
Yeah, I think that's too much, honestly. Especially
I think
with
we'll play
things
with
as
the God
unpredictable. But part of the challenge with Nuzlocke is, like, you have to bring in your knowledge of the game beforehand, but you don't get to do that. So...
Yeah,
you can have knowledge of the game. You can't have knowledge. It doesn't do anything, but
yeah, I wouldn't be against like pseudo Nuzlocke of going into a zone and being like, all right, this is the first time we've been to the zone. We can only catch the first Pokemon here.
Yeah, that's how me and my brother play randomizers.
Yeah. Yep. Because then you're not sitting there finding the best one of the zone.
Fuck these mages! What the hell?
Where's Dex?
Do they just have like? Are they just unhittable?
I didn't bring Nyx. No, they just do a lot.
No, there's Nyx. She's right there with Kaze.
Right, she's the mage killer.
Yeah.
I'd like to pilot a game on this channel at some point. I just don't know what I would pilot.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
Okay.
There's always Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's plenty of games I'd love to do, but I just can't get the setup right for you guys to see what the hell I'm doing. Because
if we're talking like kind of old games that we know pretty well that you could get a couple streams out of, it's never once occurred to me before. I could totally give you a couple hours of fun off of Sid Meier's Pirates.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like every
Aram's Pirate Adventure. I'm kinda down. I want to see that.
Alternate history Strumblzing, where he was a pirate instead of a bard.
I just can't think of a game that I would pilot that would have a randomizer. That wouldn't.
I mean, it doesn't need to have a randomizer. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of
stuff like Dragoovers.
I just.
Yeah, it just might not be on a Sunday. You could just do it on a different day.
Yeah.
So, like, as I really like the next game you guys have planned is really good. There was one that I suggested before that I still want to see so badly, which is the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer.
Yeah.
I want to see that so
that
bad.
Would be fun.
I'll pilot that. I fucking love that game.
I'd fuck with that. That would be fun.
Although Piff recently ran Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, so
yeah, we could do it. We could switch it around and do that one after.
Is there a Persona 3 randomizer? I don't know.
Boy,
I mean,
those games are
I know-
long as shit.
Yeah.
I know DMC has a thing where you can fuck with the enemy waves, like swap what enemies spawn.
Oh, weird.
I don't
Okay.
think that's a randomizer though, because it straight up tells you, hey, this replaces this in this situation. So I'd have to see if I was gonna do a Devil May Cry run. Play Sonic 06. I would not put that on anybody here.
See, the thing about Sonic 06 is that, yeah, it's funny, but it's not very fun to play. I do
I feel
have it,
like-
though.
Yeah.
I feel like everything you can say about the game has kind of already been
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Like-
I mean, there's plenty of things you can watch online that are
Yeah.
that would probably be as good or even better than what we would do. So
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say something that fucking maybe it's probably been said, but fuck, Sonic had a rough few years, and like there was a string of games like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06, and then just like a bunch of handheld stuff that didn't 100% pan out. Sonic Advance games are good. When I played it, did not mind Sonic 06 as much as I minded Shadow the Hedgehog. Like,
Really?
weirdly,
Shadow the
yeah.
Hedgehog is mean and bad and glitchy and awful.
Yeah, like I feel bad because I was a pretty big Sonic fan until like I played Heroes and I'm like, that was pretty good, I guess. Like it's not bad, but like there's something missing. Then I played Shadow and I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. It's yeah, are you a big fan of Heroes?
No, I'm sorry, this Berserker.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about Sonic.
The best thing Heroes did was bring back the chaotics.
Sushiana mentioned that the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer can be extremely buggy.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, well that
okay.
game is
And like,
extremely
it like
funny.
cause issues, you have to do like pixel perfect jumps to finish a stage.
Oh.
So it could be like I could see that being like a 1 or 2 off thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on how buggy it gets.
Like, we play until we hit a wall, we laugh at the wall, and then go home.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Jay, what about your Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough?
I would
man.
finish that in a heartbeat.
boy, where did we even leave off on that?
I think we finished the first chapter, act thing.
All I
No,
remember.
we escaped the city. The city, I think.
I have heard really good things about Divinity Original 2.
It's great.
It's great.
Yeah. Let's see here. What are some other? Oh, if it interests anyone that's excited for PSO2, I did find a character creator that's just the character creator for PSO2. Problem, it's all in Japanese.
That's fine. I can deal.
Link that shit. Well, I'll deal with that.
Yeah, I'll try and find it
It's
again.
fine, Will. We're dumb and we like anime.
I have played many phone games in just Japanese, so I'll
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sonic. I'm looking up some gameplay of the Sonic randomizer. It looks hilarious.
Here we go. Yeah. I'll just toss this down.
I like, even a full playthrough of this game wouldn't be that long. The game isn't that long.
I've had better.
I will dabble with this the rest of the evening.
Oh, God, I'm so excited for PSO2.
Man, I hope it's as fun as I remember. I would be pretty crushed if I loaded up and went, "This is fine," and then that was it.
But look at it this way: you're not paying for it; it's free.
That
Yeah.
is true.
It's also like it's on the older side, so I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't like just scorching hot. But then again, FF14's kind of old at this point, and it's fucking great. So what do I know?
Yeah.
So I died right at saying, I've heard good about Divinity Original Sin 2.
It is
I've
great.
never
It's
actually
great.
seen
It's really
anything
good.
of it.
I think you'd get a kick out of it. Actually, it's solid. It's a weird kind of turn-based game. It's janky as fuck, which is like a selling point and also a not selling point for some people. I'm aware.
I would love to see more Adventures of Murmur, a skeleton.
A skeleton. That was great. Summon another oily boy.
Could you just be a skeleton?
Yeah, skeleton. You can be an undead.
Fuck?
And you get to chill out with your gods, and the undead god is the only like cool one. She's just like, oh, I'm sorry about all this mess, and you're like, it's fine, you know. Thanks for
I get
raising me
it.
from the dead. Yeah, I get it.
No, it's fine.
This is fine. This god stuff's hard.
Like you're trying.
You're trying, I guess.
Okay, well, here's your lunch. Oh wow! Thank you. Wow.
And like
That's
the,
nice.
I love that the human god. I think I remember this correctly. Aram can correct me if I'm wrong. If he is not portioning his lasagna, but I think the human god is like the god of war, which tracks so fucking well to me. That's awesome.
I think that's correct. Aaron would know for sure,
Yeah.
since he was Stubbs the Penniless.
Sorry, what?
For Divinity Original Sin 2, is the human god the god of war in that?
I believe so, yes.
I love that detail.
If you,
Oh my god, yes!
depending on who you're, oh Jesus. Depending on who you're playing, though, if you're playing one of the pre-made characters, you might not get your normal one. If you're playing
Really?
Lose, who is the human bard lady who's got a demon living in her head, she gets her demon instead of a god.
Yo!
That's
awesome.
She's pretty much the best.
Not a chance. Are you okay?
Here's a taste.
I didn't realize that the pre-mades had there was like a difference between the pre-mades and the characters you played. That is neat.
Yeah, they made them pretty interesting, unlike the ones in the original game.
Oh,
Hell yeah. What do we get rid of?
Oh my god.
Yes, air superiority.
Yeah, just because Swordfire works against more than just flyers.
This kid is gonna give me an aneurysm. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm surprised she's not dead yet.
She's trying.
She is doing her best to die.
If she dies in
Thank
this,
God.
do you still get her?
Probably not.
It's probably a fail state, yeah.
I would imagine.
Okay, you're getting blown up.
Is that a kitsune? Oh!
Yeah, if she does, it's game over.
Oh, good.
We do plan on doing a POR randomizer at some point. We're just gonna take a break from firing for a bit. I have it working, so
Oh, there's some beautiful interactions with that one too.
yeah.
Oh.
It's POR randomizer is really, really funny. But I want to take a break from firing.
I will get control of Asugi if I talk to him. I'll get
Probably
right
if you
after.
talk to her.
I have to save the day, Asugi. Are you alright? Daddy, you come to play too?
Oh my god! They do sound alike!
These people ain't playing you, and you mustn't play with them. Not now, not ever. No way.
What do you want?
Boo, why not? After I went through all the trouble of rounding them up for a game. Well,
Well then.
what was that again? Did you pick up? When did you pick up some ugly words? Never mind, daughter. Just listen. These men want your fur. My fur, but I'm wearing it. How could they? Oh, I get it. They're gonna give me a haircut.
Oh.
Let me at 'em. Oh wait, I've got a game for you, daughter. Called Hunt the Humans.
Didn't you just tell? Okay.
Thanks, Daddy. This should be fun.
She
Murder.
immediately turns on your entire army.
So I like
Both
how
those humans.
I like how Baruka just got overwritten from
Yeah!
my child
That's
now.
fine. My kid now.
My baby.
Oh, that's fun.
Mission accomplished.
Did you? God, that reminded me. If you've ever seen the episode of The Simpsons where Homer is trying to like negotiate with the bank to remove his life savings, and he's talking to himself behind a potted plant. Hold on, I'm gonna grab this.
I'll protect you.
Jesus Christ.
He's so good.
69, nice.
That was good for me.
Dual wielding is by culture, baby.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Here you go.
God bless.
That's a very interesting thumbnail.
That was the noise he made.
So this is a weird realization, especially like right now, after playing through the series for so fucking long. I don't think I like woods maps in Fire Emblem very much.
There's only been one kind of good one, I think. And that's an Echo. In Three Houses. I think Marianne's Paralog is a pretty decent.
Oh, that one's great. Yeah, that one's fun.
It's both a pretty decent woods map and a
Paralog,
pretty
yeah.
decent Fog of War map.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's weird. Huh? You're right.
I don't like
No.
Fog of War maps.
Yeah.
And
Same.
I'm weird and don't mind the desert maps.
Marianne's Fog of War map scared the shit out of me.
It's good. I think.
So the desert maps are fine if you don't need an item hunt. If you need an item hunt, fuck it. No.
Yeah, then
Pass.
Just get a thief.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
I think my least favorite desert map is the one in FE7. Where
With
Pent
Pent?
is off murdering the entire desert, and you're like, Pent, stop! I need to find the items before you kill everybody!
Yeah.
Pent, please!
Oh, Pent's
You
so
have a
good.
5% chance to crit! How are you doing this?
Pent doesn't need to crit! Pent just kills everyone!
God,
God, I
Pent's
loved
so
Nate.
good.
I was gonna bring this up earlier when we were talking about hero combat animations, but I think FE7 and Sacred Stones are some of my favorites.
GBA has
right
great
now.
hero animations.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you're
they're
right.
just so cool.
I think the last time I did Pent's desert map, I flew someone up to rescue him and bring him away so he would stop murdering people. He still murdered quite a few people before I could get to him.
You get Hawkeye on that map too.
Oh yeah.
Shows up in he shows up a few turns later
Okay,
in a
yeah.
fucking sandstorm.
Yeah,
Hawkeye's so fucking cool.
He's so cool.
I like that he gets his own unique berserker model.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, he gets his own
with
model.
its own crit.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he's got his little tiny ponytail.
Oh, huh.
Fucking helicopter blades the axe before critting you.
I did not know that.
God, Berserker is such
Where is it? Oop. Oop, oop. Oop. That's his berserker model.
You didn't get any experience. Oh, because you're level 20. I'm
Did you get
stupid.
the let me see if I can find the
Does he do what Hector does and helicopter blades it into
7
oblivion?
Berserker.
So I did play some freezer Tetris to get all my portions of lasagna in there, and the thing I ended up having to take out was I had to take the thin mints out. I like to leave them in the freezer so they get cold enough to shatter when you bite into them.
Yeah!
It's the proper way to eat thin mints.
Unfortunate
There we go.
predicament of having to eat the remaining roll of thin mints right now, which I did.
How many were left?
Like 8 or 9.
That's an acceptable number. That's a full snack, but like,
It's better
not,
than eating the entire roll in one sitting.
which I have done. I have definitely done that
plenty of
before.
times.
And mints are
Yup.
just absurd.
They're I'm glad ProZD ranked them as the best Girl Scout cookie.
Yeah,
because
I was happy to see that.
I really like. Are they It's like the coconut and chocolate ones. Those ones.
Those are good.
fucking
Those
killer,
are
yeah.
Samoas.
Samoas.
And- yeah, those are pretty good too. I think they're my second favorite.
Yeah, same.
Tagalongs are also very good, but they have a very similar flavor profile to Reese's Cups, and I think I like that chocolate and peanut butter a little more as like a candy than I do as a cookie.
Same.
I think the chocolate on the tagalongs is a little waxy, kind of. Like, it doesn't have much of a flavor profile.
Do-si-dos were okay. After I watched that video, actually, I went out and bought a box of each of his top 4 because they happen to be selling Girl Scout
Which ones are
cookies
the
outside
Do-si-dos
the grocery
again?
store. Do-si-dos are the peanut butter ones, the one that's two.
Oh, so it's got peanut butter cookies.
Two
Yeah.
shortbread cookies with peanut butter in the middle.
Oh
Those are acceptable.
Not bad. They are. You need to have milk with them because they are dry.
They're very dry, and the other thing is that when I eat them, they really strongly remind me of Ritz Bits, which are the little miniature things that
yeah.
Ritz makes that are 2 Ritz crackers with peanut butter in between. And so I find myself kind of wishing they were just a savory snack like that. I'm not really getting anything out of them being a sweet cookie with peanut butter.
Yeah.
So they're fine. I would probably not buy them again.
That's you, James.
We're here to poach fair and squarey. You won't stop us.
I'm so upset we can't kidnap the clownch.
Yeah.
Play who? Oh boy!
Oh boy,
I'm
here
about
comes
to
the
get
fuck.
critted.
She's mad you went after her son.
Yeah.
Her daughter.
Yeah.
That fur! That lovely, lovely fur! I would have made a fortune out of it!
Christ, Baruka.
I will miss the clown.
He's almost maxed, and we've got at
Did
least
we
4
ever-
maps left.
Did we get his name? No, who cares? Okay.
You can recruit those guys, which is a fun thing.
Yep.
But
That was fun, but now they're all gone. Just when it's starting to get interesting.
Well then,
Masugi, you do realize they were trying to catch you, right? Yep, it was like tag.
gotta eliminate it.
Whoa, daughter. It wasn't safe, but I'm just glad you're safe. Hey, Daddy, you know your battles like this? Yeah, pretty much. Just a lot of murdering. Yeah, I can't wait to see more battles. I'm coming with you. What? No, you're not.
Bitter for you.
Whee! Yes, I am. I'm already piggybacked. This is gonna be such a way more fun than being stuck at home.
Gotta eliminate it.
Battles aren't fun in games, Asugi. They're sad and deadly, because no one poses a challenge for me. They are? I'm sorry, man. I guess I just got carried away. Nope, no need to apologize, just as long as you understand. What? You know, since you and your friend saved me, I need to return the favor. That's the right thing to do, isn't it? Wow, Asugi, you really are growing up, aren't you? Yes, it's good to repay your debts. Before the cops come. Then it's settled. I can play with your friends from now on.
Lady Camilla.
No, you gotta stay here. They're my friends. You can't have them. But I guess they would like to play with you, though. Not too rough. You might.
We've got company.
Don't play with them like I do. Sometimes they die. I'll do my best, Daddy.
I'm so upset we didn't get more DeVito Gremlin Baruka in our run.
Today is Effie's birthday.
Oh, fantastic!
Where are you,
Oh,
Effie?
you know, back
Okay.
when we were talking about Perry and why some of the characters you like because they're not dour, unlike everyone else
Yeah.
in Conquest. Effie, also not dour.
I like Effie. Effie has the same problem as Xander if they don't know how to write her, but yeah.
What was that?
I think the issue is all of the main characters are dour. It's the side people that are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Elise isn't dour, from what
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Except
Elise
for-
Oh,
is
Elise
pretty
is-
much the
Elise is
only
my favorite.
Leo actually is like Leo's one of the better written main characters also in my opinion. He's not totally dour, but he is also serious business most of the time.
He's serious business, heavy baggage, tragic backstory, you know. I love him. He is the best one of them. He is my favorite of them.
Oh, sorry, that's just the Saizo one. I was trying to see if they... I was thinking in my head, wait, so does Saizo get the father support? Should be yes. Do you want to read the Baruka one, though, Carl?
Do people want me to read the Baruka one? Or should we wait until we get to S?
Or A? We could, yeah.
Yeah, let's get to A. Yeah, they can get to S. We'll wait till they get to A.
Okay.
I can do that over the week. Now, he comes with an offspring seal, though. Oh, I'm gonna see what his classes are.
Ooh, fascinating.
Because,
For some reason, I thought those 20 vulneraries were in his pocket. I'm like, geez.
Mercenary, Outlaw, Skynet, Dark.
Dark
Oh yeah, he'll get that from his mom.
Mercenary's not bad.
Hang on,
He's not much of a mage. He's not, I guess he's okay as a mage. Mercenary just doesn't have high magic.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to find that thing I was talking about. Keen at least knows what I'm talking about, but also
Civ does too, but
does not know the source.
Little Bobby?
Little Bobby, no!
Little Bobby.
Bobby.
Chat, somebody
just
please
have
help
to
us find
watch-
Little Bobby Fire Emblem.
We'll probably just have to watch the anime.
I don't know if it's
so here's
Fire
the thing.
Emblem.
I don't actually know for sure if it is the Fire Emblem OVA. I just thought
Well,
it was.
Yeah, no, like, I've seen the Fire Emblem OVA, and I don't remember a Little Bobby.
I want to know Little Bobby.
I want to know Little
Wait,
Bobby.
hang on, I'm gonna send an SOS to the world, a message in a bottle, and see if anyone in chat knows. Maybe.
Please,
okay,
please.
I
so
think I know
the
what you're
clip
talking
that I'm
about.
thinking of is it's a woman and her son, and there's a crowd of people surging out of a village that's like on fire or under attack or something, and she's holding her son by the hand, and the crowd is like 3 frames of animation looped. It's like the same people proceeding in single file, like the tanks from Space Thunder Kids. It's really cheap looking, but she gets knocked over by this train of people, and the little Bobby is like, "Mama!" And the sound she makes as her son is like ripped from her arms amidst this crowd is literally, ugh.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like it could be in the Fire Emblem anime. It's just the Little Bobby part is fucking me up.
Okay, guys.
Death Raiders
Oh, that's
78
right. Yeah,
knows
I
what
think
you're talking
I think
about.
it's actually Tommy. I think she's like, Tommy, Mama. Ugh.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
Holy shit.
Hey guys,
If
what do you
anyone
think
in chat knows.
we should make Asugi? Because we can class him up right away because he has an offspring seal.
What does Skynet have?
Skynet gets Falcon Knight and the Kinshi Knight.
Oh, Kinshi Knight is pretty fucking cool.
And we only have like 1 flyer now, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sky Knight might be a good choice just to have it as a flyer, but
Should we let chat vote?
yeah, let's let chat vote.
We can also make him a dark mage.
I
like
looked
his
at chat
mom.
to see if anyone had responded.
Death Raider 78 knows, but I think they haven't linked anything yet.
Yeah, no. It sounds more like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it is either kind of thing. But also, I scrolled up a little bit to see Civ apparently making fun of how I pronounce peanut butter. Because I guess I said it like peanut butter.
Peanut? Like
so
peanut?
what classes are we looking at?
Well, it could be either of these 4. It's Mercenary, Outlaw, Sky Knight, and Dark Mage.
What would we turn them into immediately is the big thing. So we've got Kinshi Knight, I know.
Kinshi Knight or Falcon Knight.
Yeah.
We could do...
Actually, I don't remember what Falcon Knights get. Kinshi Knights are really useful because they're fast as fuck and they have bows and air superiority.
Well, he already has
they
air
have Amaterasu.
superiority.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's there in his
if
forest.
he's already got air superiority, do we need more ranged units? Because if not, I would probably keep him melee instead of going Kinshi Knight.
Having another flyer would be useful because right now we only have Selena. And
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, in
then
that
again,
case, yeah.
I think the Endless Void maps may be ending, but then what do I know?
Yeah, there are no more that I'm aware of. I think the remaining
Let's
maps
see.
are Metal Gear Solid,
And inside.
Inside Castle, another Inside Castle, and a giant featureless rectangle.
Yes.
Okay, so Falcon Knight gets Rally Speed and Warding Blow, which isn't bad. Kinshi Knight's air superiority, and more importantly, Amaterasu. Allies within 2 tiles recover 20% of their max health.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's who gets Amaterasu.
Yeah.
Why don't we just pick up Amaterasu and then Heart Seal to Falcon Knight?
Yeah, or something else. Yeah, are there any other classes that chat might be interested in?
Sorcerer and Dark Mage.
We could do Dark Mage, and he could be a sorcerer.
A sorcerer
like
or Dark
Rudo,
Mage.
or he could go into Dark Knight.
Here's the thing, but Sorcerer, we already have Vengeance from it. I don't know if we need
that's right.
Bowbreaker.
Yeah, but we could go into Dark Knight
Yeah.
instead.
Which Steel Magic and Life Taker would be good.
Outlaw.
I think if you only have one flyer, I think having a second one would be rather clutch for transporting units around, even if the remaining maps are indoors.
We also
and
don't
then
have
versus-
that hero yet, but I was thinking of training up Saizo because he seems pretty good.
Yeah. And then what does Outlaw get us? Adventurer?
Adventurer and
Assassin, probably.
Yeah, Assassin.
Outlaw gets Lock Touch and +1
Or
movement.
Sniper.
Oh yeah, it gets this Adventurer.
I don't
and-
think
No,
Outlaw
it's not
goes into
Sniper.
Sniper.
It's
Bow Knight.
Yeah, Bow Knight. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
only
okay.
Archer goes into Sniper, which is a shame because
So
Sniper is really the class you'd want for all your archers.
So our choices are Kinshi Knight, Sorcerer, Hero, and Bow Knight, pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or,
And
or
Bow Knight gets Rally Skill
Falcon
and
Knight
Sure
also.
Control.
If we want another melee flyer, Falcon Knight.
Okay. Chat, vote away.
I'll send an SOS to the world.
You got 1 minute. This is
I
nice and
heard-
quick poll.
I heard Kinshi Knight as Kimchi Knight, and I'm like, why are they named after a food?
Delicious. My favorite night. Kimchi's real fucking good.
My favorite character from the hit Cartoon Network TV show Chowder.
Take your time.
What?
Man, you know what? You know what makes me never want to bother with regular ketchup again?
What?
I've been experimenting with stuff since lockdown happened, and I have to find different ways to spin chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I've taken to mixing up a good little bit of ketchup, a little bit of yakisoba sauce, which is like soy sauce and some other stuff. Just a little bit of that chili paste that you get in like the Asian aisle at the grocery store, and a shit ton of black pepper.
Ooh, nice.
And it makes this real smoky, tangy ketchup that is
Sorry to interrupt. Sky Knight won, so Kimchi Knight by
Kimchi
a
Knight.
large margin.
Alright, cool.
So
Kimchi
smoky
Knight.
ketchup.
So
Sorry,
I just made
continue
myself
smoky
look like-
ketchup, Aram.
For whatever reason, I thought we only had one heart seal left, so I went and bought another, and then I opened up the inventory. We have 6.
Happens.
It's like when I bought a Fantasia in 14. Apparently I had one buried in my retainers. But...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Now I have one in case I want to change my hair to the other option.
That's
The
so
single other option.
stupid. That's so fucking dumb.
I just realized that was actually like the Gaius class up line. Wait, so is Asugi actually Asugi now? Is he done being Selkie?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Wait, we can't use the Offspring seal anymore?
Why
Oh.
Does it use a regular seal now?
Huh?
Yes.
Whatever. I'll just.
Hang on. Wait, because if you master seal, they'll be level 1. Did you did you save after finishing the map?
Yes.
Okay, because you could just reload if you haven't done anything else since finishing the map.
Sweating.
If you offspring seal, they should become something. They should become a much higher level.
Yeah,
than if
I
you-
saved.
Okay.
I'm an impulsive.
You might want to
saver.
like save state here just in case you like
cannot.
load.
Yeah, we can't save state in this game.
It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
I was actually beginning to wonder why you weren't doing it after we died a couple times. and
cannot.
then
Because we
That
cannot.
sucks.
It's fine. Even if I didn't, I will do the map again off screen.
Christ.
It's fine.
I will feel really fucking bad if that
It's
turns out to be
fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I will marry Coco. I'm off screen.
This thing takes forever to load, though.
Well, it's got 3,000 shaders to load.
Apparently.
Nope.
And that last one's a doozy, apparently.
That's Shadowman shader.
Yeah. I can't believe Shadow Man killed Scarlet and is apparently hiding amidst our ranks.
Is there actually a traitor?
Do you want me to tell you?
You can tell me off camera so we don't spoil it for chat.
Is the well, I was gonna guess the answer, but
There we go.
that works too.
I'm gonna.
I can't guess because I know either way I'm gonna be mad. No matter what the answer
We'll
is.
probably find out next time.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
let's
you
get our
can- you can-
genuine
you can
reaction.
Offspring Seal and then Heart Seal into directly an advanced class of Sky Knight.
Yeah.
So we should find out next time, assuming we get 2 maps, the Metal Gear Solid map and the one after that. So yeah, actually, you know what? Just for a lark, the people who don't actually know the plot of this route, like, I'm curious, like, place your bets. Is there actually, like, is straight up one of our units a secret traitor? And if so, who?
Yeah. Vote on your phones, everyone.
I kind of want to say,
Fuck yeah,
there's
he's got
actually
Red
no
Heaven now,
traitor.
too.
So my guess is there is a traitor, and Corrin will forgive them. And it will not be of any consequence, we will still have the unit.
And that's a close second.
Okay, and into... Was it Falcon or Kinshi Knight?
Kimchi.
Kimchi.
It sounds like
I just
we want a couple levels of Kimchi to get Amaterasu, which I believe is their 15 skill.
Yeah.
Yes. 5 is air superiority.
And then if we want melee, we can swap to Falcon Knight, or we can just leave them as Kimchi.
We could just leave.
Bird.
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 I want to say there's no traitor just because that's the very, the clever option, I
Did you
guess.
just promote into Kimchi Knight and lose stats? Like a bunch of stats?
Yeah.
Or do you change from one class to a different class? Like, does Kimchi Knight have way less stats than Sky
I
Knight?
mean, Kimchi might... Kimchi Knight probably has lower base stats than whatever we sealed into before, because it has the high mobility and ranged attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll probably get a lower stat total because of switching from Sky Knight to
Yep.
to a ranged unit. Okay. I love that bird.
It's a cute
Oh,
bird.
it's so good.
It's a very good bird.
What bow rank do they have? Can they like actually use decent bows?
Eeeeee.
It's
Is
okay,
that all
I'll
he
trade
can?
it up. It's fine.
I'm so
Is that all he
sorry.
can
It's
use?
fine.
They
they
can
can-
also use spears, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, but at least he's got.
They
that
can only
going
get
on.
up to a rank in bows.
And I think Falcon Knight can use spears and stabs.
Kittens with jetpacks.
Ooh.
I found
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Aaron. You're welcome.
You did?
Oh, thank you.
Little Bobby!
It's little Bobby.
It's little Bobby.
Oh, little Bobby.
Can we show
Hold
little
on.
Bobby on stream?
Yeah, we can end the stream off by showing little Bobby
Yeah,
the
you know what?
mystery of the night.
Let's show him little Bobby.
Did she loop through this crowd twice?
Hang on. I'm saving. Let's get out of here.
What is this from? Did you get an answer to that?
No. I don't think it's from Fire Emblem.
I don't think that's Fire Emblem.
Man, I
but
forgot
don't
how many
know.
things this kid actually says.
Oh, thank
It
you very
looks-
much, Warped Lamp, for reblocking this.
It looks like it's either from Voltron or Gundam.
I had to go through her archive of only animations, and it took for fucking ever because she reblogs everything twice.
God bless
Yeah.
Lamp.
Okay, let's. Hopefully,
Everyone
this
shoot.
is loud enough. Everyone, go.
Tammy! Don't leave me! Tammy!
I want to
Holy
go frame by
shit!
Holy fuck, that's
This
incredible.
This
It
looks like
makes
it's
me think
animated.
of Kung Pao.
Oh my god, this fucking crowd! Look at this
I know,
crowd!
like-
Two people!
Tammy!
Tammy.
They're going so fast!
Holy shit, that's
Wow.
incredible.
Oh my fucking god.
You built it up, and I'm happy to report it exceeded your promises.
I kind of wish it was from Fire Emblem.
I did
now.
not remember.
I want to do another bad anime night, like Johnny Destiny again, so badly.
Tammy! Sound
need-
of getting trampled in a crowd.
Skyrim NPC death sound effect.
Skyrim NPC getting decapitated.
Body ragdolls to the floor.
Holy
So-
fuck, that's incredible.
That's
in the
not.
good.
That is not.
That's the wrong.
That's the wrong.
That's
It's
not
okay. Chat
kidding.
can't see that. They don't know my blunders.
Good.
All right, time for fan art. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
Please show fan art. Thank you.
Angry Lilith.
Oh,
You guys, got
I was
angry-
gonna draw the angry eyebrows, but
We've
I'm
got-
glad someone else did it for me.
We've got Lilith, but mean.
Oh, fantastic. This is
Man.
from Lester 2020.
Thank
Wow.
Nonkos's child. What the fuck?
No.
Where did
Yeah.
that come from?
We've got Fire Emblem Ace Attorney from Baffledore. Yo,
So-
Robin's killer can't be a rando. It has to be one of the people who jumped. Who jumped?
Whomped.
I wanted to read that like a W. I don't know why.
Whomped.
This
But
is-
what if he was on a blimp and teleported to kill Robin with a key that is also a knife and escaped through a revolving fireplace? But before all that, we need to figure out the red mole that was Contra.
Excellent.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Also, I just wanna interrupt that what you call it? Lester 2020 found the source video for Johnny, and it is 80s Voltron. So go
Oh, no way!
I
You
heard
got
that
it.
voice and went, wow, that sounds a lot like fucking Pidge's voice from the old school Voltron cartoon.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. I knew that animation from somewhere.
Oh boy. Then from Lester 2020 we've got the fucking Robin reincarnated
Yeah,
as a horse with balloons.
that's great. And from Lester again, we've got Baruka standing DeVito with two guns.
He who.
Started blasting.
And the Xander mask is back.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, approval.
thanks, folks.
I forget, is Xander the one who just disappeared
Yes.
from our army?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Hayato took over for him.
Hell yeah, that's right!
And he's just randomly back for that one cutscene.
I wonder how good Xander was
Guys, maybe
then.
Xander's the traitor.
Oh, it's probably it.
Playing a long fucking game.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Thank you everyone for showing up. I'm gonna conclude it there.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Yeah, have a good night.
Have a great
Bye.
night.
Toodles.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.